prisoner captured by unknown means was transported into the exiled lands, crucified, and left to die for crimes that they may or may not have committed, until fate intervenes.
This land does not love men. It might have been kinder to leave you on the cross. Live, love, burn with life, slay and survive. We will meet again, dead man.
Alright, welcome guys. Hello. It's another random stream. I'm waiting for work. I got work coming today. But oh, this camera's pointing real high. I got work coming today, but I won't be able to pick it up till tonight. So I'm not gonna do an 8-hour stream, obviously. But I had a lot of fun yesterday, and I'm still playing this game. I got some time to kill. So why not? If I want to play with you guys around, I'm gonna do it. And that's how it's gonna go. So good afternoon, Nick, and hello, Alexander the Great. Put on bit suit. Back from the good old days, Alexander. I forget what your username was originally, but you've been around for a long time. Bitsuit was from the olden days of G-Law. And hello, good morning, Ava. Hello, this is like probably right. You're having your morning coffee right now, huh? It's been a few hours for me. I've been doing other stuff. I've been taking care of other business around the house and up until now. And hello, Soul Hydra. Chris plays games. You know what? How you doing, man? Look at what's happening. I'm streaming. Yesterday, what time did I start? Around 3? Around 3 o'clock I started streaming. And I was thinking, I'll probably do it till my wife gets home around 6:30 or 7 or whatever. And I ended up going forever, and it wasn't until I was done that I remembered. Like, I saw the notification emails that Chris Plays Games. I was like, oh shit, it was Monday night, and it was Chris Plays Games stream. I was counter-programming. It didn't even register until after the damage was already done. So, Chris Plays Games, I'm sorry. You were yesterday, didn't know at all, and I'm sad I missed it. That's okay. Yesterday marked the 1-month anniversary of me not streaming. And I've been feeling a lot better. I've been getting an itch to stream. Like, I've been doing good. This last month, I was actually good. I just needed a break from streaming. There was stuff, I was a little thin-skinned with everything going on in my real life, and there was stuff I needed a break. And I'm not sure that I'm back, like, on my regular schedule and back in the swing, but I am feeling like streaming. And when I feel like streaming, I figure I'm gonna do it. And also yesterday, I'm waiting on work. I'm getting more work tonight. So, anyways, Nolan Wolf, ow, and call, welcome, sir. Alexander the Great, something. It's on the tip of my tongue. I remember you. I can't even remember your icon. It was like a picture of you, but I can't remember the name. Take care of business, working overtime. To be fair, counter-programming my strength. Yeah, Well, you know what? I feel that over the last couple years, I've been fairly good at not counter programming, but sometimes I just get the itch. I feel naughty, and I do it. It's like my way of dressing up in a rainbow boa. It's counter programming. That's my way of expressing myself. Oh wait, Rilo showed up as my stream was ending and said I had to go for another hour. But Rilo, you're here. Why would I end now? I still have my welcome screen up. I still got 3 minutes and 58 seconds of welcome screen left. Just giving you crap. But I know CPG. And after the fact, I was more surprised. I actually was like, oh shit, I totally forgot. But honestly, I felt like I needed to stream and I just did it. So I don't regret that. But I honestly did forget. I wasn't thinking about your stream until after it was over, and I was like, shit. My coffee! All I got right now is water. I do coffee in the morning, and sometimes I would do coffee during my streams because late in the evening I start getting tired. And sometimes I even, because my streams start at 8 p.m., sometimes around 5:30 or 6, I'll take like a nap. I'll finish my work, I'll have something to eat around 5:30, and then I'll watch TV, I'll lay on the couch, and I'll end up taking a nap for about a half hour. So by the time I'm ready to stream, I feel like I need something to kick me back in motion again. That's the purpose and history behind Stream Coffee in my evening streams. A countdown to stream end. Goodbye. You have the blessing. So, well, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna stream, but this is definitely a welcome countdown to the stream. This is like the pre-stream, you know, where we say hello. I make sure that I don't miss anybody. I say, Eric, that's right. Eric plays. That's right. You've changed your name a few times. And it was funny because yesterday you asked if I remember you, and I was like, yeah, I remember you, and I was feeling weird because I couldn't remember your original name. But I was like, I knew who you were. You found a friend of a Star Wars conversion for 5th edition D&D. You want to try that? That sounds interesting. We almost played Knights of the Old the Old Republic, the MMO. When my wife and I watched over the weekend when we watched Star Wars: The Last Jedi. We were like, I kind of want to be a Jedi. You want to? So we downloaded. We had a huge updates to do. I actually had to reinstall it. And by the time it was installed, we were like, we didn't want to play anymore. I think it was getting. I went on the couch and I was getting tired, and she got into something else, and so. But that's on our to-do list now. G-Noob. Oh gosh, it's that stone. What was it? Sourpuss Stone is what we used to call him. Coming around again, bringing his cloud of, especially when I sing, he has nothing but hostility and naughty, not naughty, but not nice things to say about my singing. Stone. Yeah, here I love it. I love it when someone comes into a video game live stream and accuses someone else of being a nerd. I mean, isn't it like rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic? We're all nerds just by being here right now. At least, you know. If anyone here is not a nerd, I apologize. Jeez. The lullaby ruiner. Okay, you're a geek. Okay, gee, that's true. That's good. Nerds do run the world. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on that. I could get triggered and start talking about a lot of non-nerds. Anyways, I guess a nerd could be an asshole too. I don't know. But anyways, the timer's up. We're going to game.
45 seconds of gameplay.
And I'm gonna go into my personal game rather than I started a new multiplayer game yesterday, but my personal game it performs better, and there's not everyone else's buildings everywhere, and I can get my own personal grind on. And I don't know if anyone's picked this game up, but I would not be averse to the idea of trying multiplayer if anyone who is a friend of mine. Basically, it's sort of like people that I already know. I wouldn't want necessarily random people come in and ask and be like, "Hey, play with me." But if there's people that I know already who have this and want to figure out a way to play together, I'm open to it. Science, money, communication, medical, all run by nerds, geeks, whatever you want to call it. Nerds can be assholes, nerds and geeks. That's true. That's true. But is that? Wait a minute. Is this super noisy again? Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm turning it down. I thought I had turned that down already. This intro music is super extra loud, though. Let me know if the main game needs tweaking. So, you know, yesterday was pretty historic. I went back and I ended up getting 8 raids yesterday. Which, like, kind of blew my mind. But one thing was I noticed, too, is I wasn't using my Welcome Raiders screen because I actually decided I want to try to make it so when I get raided, it doesn't quite interrupt the flow of the stream, such as it is. Normally. Let me know how the game sound is, because that, Nick, because I know that intro music is real loud, but once we're in here, it might be a lot better. In fact, yesterday, oh, I forgot to text Fooderer. Yesterday, I think it was Fooderer was even saying I should turn the music up, or turn the game up once I was into it. Bonus time. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Bonus time. So, but one thing that I didn't realize till after the fact is I got so many raids, and usually what I do if I'm gonna go on Twitter and thank people for raids is I will, the next day after my stream is processed, I'll go through it and I'll click and I'll run my mouse along where you can see the preview of what's in the stream, and I'll look for the Welcome Raiders screen, and that's how I know, oh, that's where the raid was. I can look at it, see who the raid was, go to the next, write it down, go to the next one. And yesterday I was like, oh shit, I don't have anything on my screen that I can look at to see where the raids were. So I decided to do this. There, that's my new, it's condition raid. So now when I get raids, this is gonna stay up. The siren only goes on for a minute, but this is gonna stay up for I think 2 or 3 minutes, so that later I'll know there will be some evidence that I have received a raid. But I was pretty tickled because this is total nerd stuff. But I actually took found an original graphic of the Star Trek Red Alert thing, and I went in and changed the text to be raid, condition raid. Anyways, total nerd stuff. You can look at, oh yeah, the spikes in the analytics. That's a good point too. Is that information available right away though? I don't know. Because yeah, usually I don't feel like I can look at analytics on, I don't know. It's muddy because I haven't done it, so. Okay, let me turn that off. There we go. All right, so here we are. The real-time data is available from immediately after the stream. If I go back, I can see the whole. Well, I know I can't view the entire while it processes. Usually I can't access the entire. I can only see the last hour or two of the stream. Like yesterday, I had an 8-hour stream. It's the longest stream that I've ever done. And I can't get to the place in the video to see who the raider was. I know, at the very least, even if I had the time stats available. It just gave me the time it happened. So it was funny too, because once I didn't realize how many I'd gotten until I went back. I actually went back and skipped forward 5 minutes at a time and found all the raids. And I hope to God I didn't forget someone, because I've never been raided that much. Let me see, what have I got? Oh yeah, I got meat. But it was pretty epic. Let me cook up some of this. And let me see, on this thing, I think I can do some dried meat. A decent quality that takes forever to expire. Let me see. I want to see when the first one comes out, what quality tier of meat it is. Low grade. Oh well, I don't come to this base. This is like my outpost base. I don't come here very often, so oh, while I'm here though, I should check my fish traps. They make good fish strips. Dried fish strips. That way I'll know I'll have lots of food ready in this base that will not have gone bad. You and your girlfriend have been forging rings today. That sounds like something a Dark Lord would do. But that's actually sounds pretty cool, to be honest. Pause up gaming. You dong Remy, just lie down and watch the stream. All right, hey Remy. I don't know if are you listening to headphones? Maybe you didn't hear me. Remy. My bird's like, what? No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't sweat it. Ah, yes, my fish traps. I've got fish coming out the wazoo over here. That was a lot of fish in those fish traps. I have actually 3 more down here. I'm gonna have insano fish. Rings of power. 9 rings they gifted to mortal men. And then the 1 ring forged in secret. I don't remember how the whole thing goes. But I've watched the beginning of the Lord of the Rings movies a gajillion times. I've read the books too, but we'll just say I've seen the beginning of Lord of the Rings books a lot more than I've read, or the movies a lot more than I've read the books. And he's asleep, so he didn't hear you. Okay, well, it's the thought that counts. I'm enthusiastic about your dog. I love dogs. I like cats too, Mike. Your cat is busy beating the shit out of a grocery bag to even acknowledge your stream. Well, cat's got important things to do. The cat's got to show that bag who's in charge, you know? 20 rings given to 1 man. I had all the rings, but I have 1 on every toe and finger. I need 21 rings because there's 1 more place where I want to put a ring. I don't want to discuss. Oh, there's fish. There's a million fish strips in here already. I think this is fish strips. Cause see, these are mid-grade dried foods. Okay, maybe, let me see. Wow, I picked up a lot of fish. Do I have a press, though? A juice press? Let me see. Because maybe I should make oil. You can make... you can get what is it called? A fluid press. That's 40 regular woods and 8 shaped woods. Do I have shaped woods? I might not. Let me see. I forget where I keep... I only have 2 shaped woods. Alright, screw that. Fish strips it is. My lord. I got way too many damn fish. We need 1 of each. Alright. Let's, wow! How many can stack? I think they can only stack 1 at a time. 50 at a time, that is. Okay. Your nose, me gasp. I don't know what that means. Oh, my nose for the ring. Yeah, a nose ring, of course. What did you think I meant? Sicko. Can I use the fish strips? No, the fish strips are basically like fish jerky. It's just for some reason they treat fish jerky better than than dried steaks. But that's just food that, because all food, like the food I have now, each one expires in about 2 hours. It's a weird system with the food. Like I have a stack of 16. After 2 hours, one of them goes bad, and then the next, they go bad sequentially, I think, which is weird. I'm kind of glad though, because it would suck if I made all this food and all spoiled in 2 hours. But I know, Madros. Well, I'm waiting on work. I was confirmed that I do have work to pick up tonight and bring back home, which I will start working on tomorrow. But I was planning on playing this again, and I had a lot of fun streaming it yesterday, and so I thought I would stream it again today. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's, I'm playing it single player right now. Let me see. Okay. I'm playing a single player mode that's not online because I like being a loner. I would play if there were other people that I knew. One problem is yesterday I did for several hours play in a public server, which has it's cool in its own ways, but the thing is like people have built up everywhere huge constructions which are fun to look at, but then when it actually comes time for you to do your own thing, first off, they tank performance a little bit. So I think ideally what I would eventually like to do, if it could happen, is if there were a handful of people that I would meet through YouTube who had this game. If we got together on, because you can get a private server for up to 10 people for about, I don't know, $12 a month. And if it got to that point where people really wanted to do it, that would be more the setting that I would want to do multiplayer in. But yeah, in this day, public service that can have up to 60 people at a time, which it's actually a pretty big map. But where I just ran right now was just this. But when you have people building large palaces and stuff, having more than that on the server would make it like overbuilt super quick. Yeah, and the public thing is fun, and I would do it just to maybe to meet up with people, but for me the public server has been, when I played it, and then they're a little more glitchy too, but for me it's just been finding a little corner to build a little house that hopefully won't get in anyone's way. Yeah, okay. You feel the same way about Minecraft? Yeah, we had a little bit of like YouTubers getting together and doing Minecraft, because a couple years ago, maybe they still do, they were offering like a month free trial of private servers, multiplayer servers, and so a couple people on YouTube Gaming did that. Actually, you were in that, weren't you? Weren't you CPG? Didn't you play in that too? I can't remember now that I'm thinking about it. Hey, Foodareer. I just saw your, I texted Foodareer, and he reminded me that I forgot to do, this game has an option for full nudity, and I forgot, we had said that I was going to have my guy take his pants off and cheer, with his little dangly peepee for everyone to see. And, I totally forgot. However, I also think on the server that I'm playing on, is this private server, I might have nudity disabled. Can't remember. Sorry for the caps. Did your finger accidentally had the caps the caps button on? Let's see. But I did tell you to remind me, but I don't remember if you did. I know also I was missing a lot of comments last night. And that's probably going to continue today. It's the nature of the game, and it's one of the things that I never succeed at it, but I always promise myself that at some point I'm gonna let because I always have this problem between enjoying my games in my private time and also streaming, where I focus on the chat to oftentimes the exclusion of enjoying the game, or getting into the game very much. So, oh shit, they followed me all this way? I can't even see what the hell's going on. Oh! I thought I would take a shortcut because I don't know how many of them are out here. Let me see where we're at. But I've always wanted to try to spend a little more time looking at the game. Who's coming? Okay, this guy I can take care of. But still maintain a high level of interaction with the chat. But maybe not be where if I don't see every comment, that people look at it like, oh, what the hell, G-Law is ignoring my comment. That's what 45 seconds of gameplay was supposed to be about, to warn people like, hey, I'm gonna get into the game. But, so sometimes I thought I should try to, or maybe have certain streams that I designate as more game focused, where I'm still talking with chat, but it's not like, because a lot of my streams are like, it's me chatting and incidentally having a game on in the background. Is more what they're like. All right, hey, Food Rear. It was funny, but we can lose the caps. So I have mentioned that one of the reasons I stopped streaming is because I was less patient and things got on my nerves, and that I'm better. But that doesn't mean that nothing will get on my nerves anymore. So abusing the all caps thing, it would still do that to me. Let me see. Oh. Madman from Space. There he is. Not sure if I like or dislike shadows when you're holding a torch in a game. I don't know. I don't see a problem. What are you talking about? I think that the torchlight looks pretty good in this game, to be honest. Gila always ignores my comments. I encourage that. I feel like too many people expect stragglers to read every comment. So, but yeah, I mean, it's CBG, and anyone who streams, like Mike gives me shit about it, but Mike knows. Mike is screwing with me just to give me a hard time. Anyone that streams knows that pretty much the hardest part about streaming, games, is playing the game while maintaining somewhat of a real-time interaction with the people in chat. I mean, that's a difficult balance, and it's that a lot of people can't really do it at all. But yeah, there are a lot of streamers that, you know, they'll play games that are very, like Fortnite and games that are very attention intensive. And a game like this is not quite so much. I will get drawn into it, but it's not like it's like I'm constantly, it's like, oh, I gotta focus in the game, guys, I'm sorry. And then between matches, then you can look at the chat a little bit. Yeah, Mike, you just screw with people. And I figure too, especially since you're a streamer, that you understand. I mean, you understand too. I know that you mentioned you take breaks from stream sometimes just because you're like, I just can't. I'm not in the mood for it. I'm in a bad mood or whatever, you know. Yeah, it's Brad. That's one thing I was like, I didn't realize what was going on with Brad because I've been kind of out of touch, but I was like, when I streamed for 8 hours yesterday and Brad never came, I was like, what happened? What happened to, doesn't Brad love me anymore? The streamers are the best multitaskers. No, they're not. That's the thing. is they're not necessarily. So I'm not necessarily the best multitasker, but so there's always like a trade-off. It's like how much are you gonna pay? Like, will it be reading along with that chat versus how much are you gonna be playing the game? So, oh, there's this guy in the box. I forgot. I need to move him. He was in Ohio, then Reno, now San Francisco. Oh my gosh, okay. I didn't know that. Nobody sees it on camera, but I'm a very angry man. I know you've mentioned that in a non-joking way, just like a long time since I've known you, that you have, you know, anger issues and or things come up, and you know, it's a thing you gotta deal with. So for me, I don't usually have a lot of problems, but you know, certain times life makes you more or less able to deal with bullshit. So sometimes the bullshit meter's real low. Let's see. When are we getting the celebration? You know what? Is Madros still here? Every time I would do this yesterday, Madros was like, oh God. I'm not even sure. See, I've got there's no nudity on. Fudarir is asking about the naked, so I was gonna do a naked like cheer at the end of the stream last night. We were talking about doing that, and then I forgot. And no nudity. Can I activate full? Max. Oh yeah. All right. Hey, your kids. Put your kids away. If your dogs are sensitive, make sure they're not looking. Because there is full nudity in this game. Here, let's make this a little more personal so you can look into my eyes when I do it. All right, there he is. And yep, there he is in his full glory. He can do combat. It's awful. All right, let's get that. Let's see. There was the cheer. Yeah. Here we go. Was there any other emoji? Can I do a dance? Here, his little like, come on over here, big boy. Oh, shit. War dance. Oh God. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Put it on. Put it back on. Put it on. Okay, stop. Alright, stop emoting. There, surrender. There you go. Just keep those damn hands up all day. Here, point at something. Do something temporary so you can be done with your emotes. When I created the character, nudity was disabled on this server. I think by default it is, but this is my private, considered my private server. So later I was screwing around with settings and I figured out how to change it apparently. But when I created the character, there is an endowment slider so you can set how big or small the endowment is. And when I created the character, it was set right in the middle, and it was grayed out. I couldn't adjust it. So, oh, he's coming back soon. Okay. Yeah, more sausage. That's right. He's showing off the package. Celebrate good times. Come on. Okay. Fudarir, was that sufficient? Was your lady able to see? Because I feel like he really strutted his stuff there. All right, let's throw this stuff. I still have a whole bunch of that fish that I couldn't fit into the dryer. You can turn it. Something like that, maybe. All right, we're gonna make a lot of oil. Because it's G-Loss. Thank you, Pause Life Gaming. Hello, Lucas Garrett. You just see I was on. I forgot to click the stupid bell. It's okay. You're here now. And I've only been going for 35 minutes, so it's still early. Move the endowment slider up 3 notches. Doctors are baffled. Fish in the dryer? Hey, Ivy. No, this is a, what is this thing called? It's called a fluid press. It's where you put stuff in to get, so you get fish oil, basically. I guess it crushes the fish and gets the oil out. The war dance was pretty good. I didn't even think to try that. Plans to get back to the office Friday mornings. That's what he thought. He would, oh, the Choose Your Own Adventure stream was going to be. Okay. That's right, that's the big thing happening on Friday. What am I even doing in this game right now? I mean, I just realized I don't know what my objective, now the objectives you set for yourself. Ride an elevator? Well, that's an idea. She enjoyed it too. Awesome. Dehydrator is the word they are looking for. It's dehydrator. Well, I do have this here. This is a drying rack. A dryer. And this creates like jerky and stuff like that. Maybe the two would... I'm not an expert in this sort of thing. When you dry something, does it also create as a byproduct fluids and oils? Because this is a press. This is like an oil press where it squishes the oil out of the fish. So you think a dehydrator? I guess so. Yeah. I don't know. The game is real in the way that it's real, and it's not in the way that it's not. So I'm not gonna dig too deeply. Now what I'm thinking I might do is see if I can find a way to build an elevator up to the top level. That would be a cool thing to do with elevator tech. Is find a way to make an elevator up to the top of this. Because at the top of this thing, there's this whole little plateau that's got a ton more iron that you can mine. But it's just a pain in the ass to get up there. You're just not going to buy basic logic. Well, almost all games, if you, no matter how realistic they are, you can still find evidence of things about it that they didn't get right, or that's not accurate, or, you know. So at least in my opinion, maybe there are games out there that execute realism in a flawless manner that I haven't appreciated yet. Earlier day streams also help you sidestep the night stuff. What's the night stuff? the night man? Day man. It never ended up with oil when dehydrating something. Well, they're drying, but I think by dehydrating, technically, if you're removing the fluids out of something, that is dehydrating. But the focus is not on the item. It's not to have an item without fluids. It's to have the fluids out of the item. So. You were doing it too, Madros? Oh. I'm not gonna think too hard, Food Rare. Thinking of the day, man. Ah, champion of the sun. I'm a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Okay. Open world game that creates a 1-to-1 scale digital replica of the entire Earth rendered in real time. Is it an Iron Man mode where you only get one life and the decisions you make are permanent and there's no saves? I think I have that game already. It's alright. It's alright. I think some people, I've seen people who do a lot better at it than I am. So. Food brother Felix Contreras! How you doing, man? It was champion. Yeah, I think it was a champion of the sun. He's. Wait. Day man. Now I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look it up. See, that's what we got this for. If we can get it to work. Oh, Oh well, it's not going to show my screen. But now we got to hear Dayman.
They took you, Nightman, and you don't belong to them.
Oh no, we got to get to the good part.
They left me in a...
Charlie, let's join forces. Out.
Well, it hurts, doesn't it?
Right. Spray paint, man. Why don't we put the curtains back up?
No. Is going on up here.
He's coming up
never
with
know,
inventing
man.
Nightman.
Daylight.
Yeah, I like that.
Dayman.
Dayman.
Fighter of the night, man. Champion of the sun. You're a master of karate
And friendship for everyone.
A Dayman, that's it.
Dayman.
Fighter of the night, man.
Champion of the sun.
You're a master of karate and friendship for everyone. Dayman.
Dayman. Nice, we'll get the...
Fighter of the night, man. Champion of the sun.
All right, there's that.
5 seconds of gameplay.
Yep, that was the scene where they invented Dayman for the first time. Epic beginnings. Oh, I got a bunch of shit I'm running around with too. Okay. I gotta get my head on straight in this game a little bit. You missed the weird happenings in a G-Law stream? Well, I was sad I couldn't show you the video clip, but sometimes that ends up getting me banned worldwide anyways, so maybe it's working out for the best that OBS is not cooperating in that way right now. Alright, I think I'm going to just flat out cook the rest of these fish. And, ooh, look, I got lobster. Red snapper, very tasty. Alright, let's cook. Let's cook some fish. How do you get the big animal trophy? Well, sometimes when you're carving up guys.
Challenge of justice.
Hey, Skits Row has become a law hawk. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Skits Row. That is very much appreciated. So sometimes when you're carving up a creature, you get head. Like I've got a bunch of these kudo heads, and I got another crocodile head. And if you have a artisan's table, you have recipes. So like, let me see, like the crocodile head trophy. If I have a piece of shaped wood and a crocodile head, I can put it into this crafting station and make one of these. So, and you can unlock, I don't have all the stuff unlocked, but under the decoration category of stuff you can learn to do and make, there's a whole category called taxidermist. And right now I've only got a couple unlocked, but there's the like rhino heads and stuff, which I can't even I can't fight a rhino right now. I can't kill one. I have killed an undead hyena before. But, and then there's the jungle stuff. And then there's stuff that I'm not high enough level yet. Elk and bears and saber-toothed tigers and all the way up to, I think there's like dragon-like creatures and all, yeah, red dragons, all sorts of crazy stuff up the way. My character cannot take on a mammoth, no. Unless maybe I can't take on a mammoth. It's either me as a person is not good enough, or my character is not strong enough, or a combination of the two. Somehow those other animals... What's that? Oh, it's Paz's girlfriend. You get head. Paz's girlfriend. Is that the first thing you're gonna say to me when you come on my stream? Is I get head? You could say, I like to get ahead in life. Said Austin Powers. He'd never be the head of a major corporation. That's when the guy's head loses his head, and he makes all these puns about how the guy doesn't have a head anymore. We need the red dragon. He's talking about, he was talking about the animal heads. Yeah, I got head all right. I have, by my count, I have got 3 head. Is that, I know grammatically, the way I'm saying it might sound weird, but who has times for indefinite articles? Or the other various articles in the English language? You just skip over that shit. I got head. I'm just screwing around. Let me see. Let me eat. Let me drink. Get a drink right out of the river. So delicious. Refill my water skin. Dump off the stuff. If you plan, you can have multiple characters take down one animal, like this mammoth you saw. Yeah, you could definitely, even if you're not in a clan, if you just happen to run across other people, you could work together to bring something down. But yeah, typically if it's with people you know, you would coordinate an attack like that. That sort of something happens in MMOs where random people will suddenly meet up and team up real quick randomly to kill something big. A game like this, you don't cross. You might have noticed in the multiplayer server, I did not cross paths a whole lot with people. I did run into the one dude when I went in his sweatshop, and then I realized I was locked in there, and thankfully he just happened to be there and he let me out. But oh well, these are not other players. In fact, the way that these people function is they just are essentially part of the workstations now. The same as like that bench and that little, this little anvil. It's just, they are now extensions of, graphical extensions of that workbench. But they're not people I can bring along with me. Now, that's one thing I've never done yet, is you can capture warriors. In fact, maybe I'll show you that. Once, I still have not managed to put away all the heavy shit that I am carrying. Let me see. Let's turn this on. In fact, let me see how my steel production is going. Occasionally, if I don't stop and just pay attention to what's happening in the game for a little bit, I will get nothing done. Okay, steel. My steel production. Where's the bottleneck? We got some of this going on. Gotta get this somewhat balanced. I don't know. It's not quite, but okay. I need tar to continue making steel fire. How's my, do I have a tar surplus building up? I have 33 tar over here. By pressing hides into leather, you get tar. And then by combining tar with brimstone, you get, oops. You can make steel fire. Steel fire, tar and brimstone, craft 8. And get that going. Split this up. It's kind of a, get that going. Get that going. All right, so this is the production line to make steel. That's what's going on. As you saw when I was running around the hills yesterday, whacking all those ores, and I bring the ores back and I put them in these smelters. Here's the ores, there's 100 here, 42 there. I melt them to iron bars, right? I grab the iron bars and I bring them upstairs and put them into where these are going to be transformed into steel. But they need to be combined with steel fire. So steel fire obviously requires tar and brimstone. Brimstone is something that you can find in sort of rare locations in the world. It's actually kind of like a dungeon location where you can mine it. It's a little bit far away, so I have to make a brimstone run. I make a special trip, like I make a day out of it to go get some brimstone. And And to get tar, let me see. I'm actually gonna get some hides here. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's double. There's 2 of them there. Awesome. They double spawned. Okay. Come on. Give me your skins. I see a baby. Nobody escapes the leather industry. Still flopping around. I feel it looks so awful when you kill him like that. Be nice to get a computer psycho like, oh yeah, like Inigo. Yeah, I don't believe that this game has the framework to allow that nature of mod, but Elder Scrolls is pretty remarkable in the tool set that they provide to allow types of mods to enable people to create the kind of mods that they do. It's almost one of a kind in that sense. Let me see. What was I doing? Oh yeah. So I got the pelts, and so if you have to put bark and pelts together, and that'll create leather. And as leather is created as a byproduct, you'll get a little pile of tar. And so that's the bottleneck. That's the bottleneck in my steel production line right now. But as it turns out, I actually don't. I've got quite a bit of steel at the moment, so I'm not hurting for steel. This is all I just grabbed from my last little production run, over 200 steel. Which I'm gonna put here in my smelter. Okay, and I still have that's an iron war axe. Let me check if I can upgrade all my stuff to steel. That would actually be kind of nice, but let me see. Under weapons, I can upgrade to a longsword, but I actually like the axe. I have an iron war axe. I like the axe better than the longsword, so I'm gonna stay with that. There's a poor guy that just yeah, what I'm gonna need to do, I do have the mod installed now where I can move that chest, but I'm gonna have to empty the chest, transfer the goods to another. I could try and transfer that, but I guess the point of the matter is, it's not at the particular moment important for me to reorganize my storage. At some point it will be, randomly will be, but as you can see, I have a hard enough time just focusing on once I've grabbed a bunch of shit, coming back and just putting it away is becoming almost more than I seem to be capable of handling. All right, this is my little rock chest. Do I use rocks for anything? Yeah, I think 10 actually is good for that. Bring some. This is all stuff I bring along. The iron bar, the steel bar, and the leather I bring along to repair my shit while I'm on the run. I like carrying some stuff around with me, so that if I run around out in the world. Let me see. This is also where I can take pelts and reduce them. These are hyena pelts. This reduces hyena pelts down to regular hides. Oh, here, speaking of regular hides. I forgot I had a surplus that had built up there. So this is what we're gonna do. Time to clear out some of this leather. They say, and maybe this happened, there's a point at which you need the tar more than the leather, so you end up with more leather than you can ever use. Alright, so I'm putting in 300 hides to get a bunch of... Alright, here, this is gonna be... I'm just gonna dump all this leather over here. Make a vault. They're massive. I don't think I'm at the point where I can make vaults yet, but I've seen the vaults when I've been running around, and they're giant. Yeah, they're of an impressive size. And I haven't seen how many boxes, storage boxes they have inside. But right now, my new trick that I've learned that I'm enjoying is putting shelves on the walls so that I can stack 3 chests along the walls like that. That's the newest little trick up my sleeve. Ryler D, 2 streams in a row. Christmas came early. Yeah, I'm waiting for work again today, so I figured, why the hell not? Why the hell not, right? I still have not managed to sort out my inventory well enough for me to move on to my next thing, whatever that turns out to be. That's one problem. When I played this game, it's super chill, and I keep thinking, oh, it'd be fun to stream it. And now that I'm streaming it, just getting my head in the right place to figure out what I want to do next, because it's not like, oh, I have a quest to just go down to the cave and kill 5 goblins. It's like, it's a little more in depth than that. Get a vault and a red dragon. Well, let's see. Vaults are under survival, is it? Here it is, vault. I need to be level 44 to unlock a vault. So at this point, I am level 36, which means there will be some time before I will be eligible to spend 9 points and unlock the vaults. I think it might be that alpha, alpha thing out here. He comes out here and sometimes attacks me when I come out the door. So whenever I hear hooves wandering around right outside my window, it makes me paranoid. It's that alpha antelope hanging out outside waiting to jump my shit. Okay, no, it wasn't. You can actually stack a storage chest directly on top of another chest, but I think it looks better with shelves. I did not realize you could do that. I never tried, actually. I never tried, but I do like the look of this. But the weird things we never tried. Invisibility by... Oh, I missed an Ava comment. Also, in case a sandstorm starts up while you're out there, you have shelter readily available. Well, right now, I actually have this sandstorm breathing mask, which is something you learn how to make later. And so you can see in the upper left corner, I have a status icon that says sandstorm mask. And actually, so now, while I'm wearing that, sandstorms don't hurt me at all. So when you saw me playing the first few hours yesterday, that was the very beginning of the game. This character I've been playing for about a week and a half. So he's come quite a ways from there, so he can make things now that give him a distinct advantage in the survival. Oh, further up, you should build a small shelter near where you get the brimstone so you can increase the time spent mining it. You know what? I've done that. I do have a small house over there, with basically, I have a bedroll, I have a cooking fire, and I have 2 or 3 chests. And it's just a little 3x3 house that I have near there. And just in case I decided to make, you know, an excursion, a little, like a weekend out of it. Was that the one, or is there another one further up? And hey, Redactyl, you're back! Welcome back. Good to see you, sir. I'm back too, sort of, right now. I took a break. Made a secondary base over by... Let me see, and I actually have it here, bedroll. I don't have it named, but there's where I get my brimstone, and there's the little house that I have right next to it. And I don't have this one up here marked at all. That's where I started. I have got a house here. I got a house here. I got a house here, and then I have a little starter house that I used in the very first shelter I ever made for myself before I could make anything. I have down over here, which I very seldom have reason to go back to. Alright, time to put away my stuff. Delicious lobster. You know what? Let me refill my my savory shellfish. Let me check my Wheel of Pain. What I might do is, we were talking about getting thralls, and that I've never had a warrior type thrall before, so that might be okay. So see, this guy pushing it, he's just a graphical part of this device. He does not actually represent a person at this time. So, but what you do is you capture people, and you drag them over here. So there's a little camp nearby. Maybe I'll find somebody to drag so you can see how that works. That could be kind of fun. Oh, I've got more steel. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here. No, I'm not. I thought I had a little knocking people out kit in that box. Is Arnold in this game? No, not Arnold, but I suspect that there is a character in the somewhat limited storyline that may be Conan the Barbarian, but Arnold, no, unfortunately not. And hello, Cow Dizzle. 2 days in a row, that's right, man. I'm again waiting on work today. There is more works that is getting set aside for me that I'm gonna pick up tonight, but I figured I'm killing time and I'm just gonna play this anyways. And I had a lot of fun streaming yesterday, so I thought I would do it. All right. I'm having a particularly hard time organizing my thoughts today for some reason. Oh, ambrosia. I'll use this like healing potion. Okay, I got my Ankh. Maybe I have it by my front door. Okay, it's by my front door stuff. The truncheon. We'll cover this up. And I'm gonna see when you're... I have a special religious dagger that I can use to carve people up. And you can use their parts to make special, like, god food. It's kind of sick, but, you know. That's what this ambrosia is. It's made out of, like, man spirit or something. Momoa. Oh, is that the guy from Game of Thrones? All right. I haven't watched... There was a new Conan movie, wasn't there? I didn't watch it. I mean, new, like, within the last 10 years. I did. It was just over 8 hours yesterday. I streamed for a long time. So, hey, Mike. Oh, geez. Yeah, Mike is from officially my first, that I've noted anyway, my first visitor from, now I'm having trouble. Was it Silent Assassin Gaming? Was that his name? I know it's something about being like an assassin-y killer. From the stream we rated last night, that I've been hanging out in that guy's stream for the last several nights leading up to last night. Assassin Gaming, right? Welcome, Mike. It always pleases me when I meet people through raids or through other places that end up following up. They're like, yeah, check out they sub, and then it's like, sure, here they are. Here's Mike. Mike, from my understanding, seeing him in Assassin's Chat, Mike, you have a lot of time put into this game, don't you? You sound like you know your way around this game. I'm still in super noob mode, and I'm playing on the private server, on my private, like, single-player server. And I think we're just gonna capture us some sort of a warrior thrall here. An archer. That would be a nice guy to capture. Okay. So it's gonna be like this. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Here, come. Why don't you come follow me out over here? Or away from your friends. And then I have a little... Here, why don't you come over here behind this rock? Away from your friends. That's the operative thing. All right, here we go. And I'm not good at attacking with...
I will feast upon you.
Wow! I got sundered. This guy is badass as shit. Oh, he's going down. You're going down, buddy. You're going down. He's unconscious. Okay, so instead of using an axe and killing him, I knocked him unconscious. And now I'm going to use these bindings. Oops. And I'm going to tie him up. And then we're just going to bring him back to encourage him to join our enterprise back at our base. It's little floppy man. Okay, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. He likes it. Don't worry, he's going to thank me later. I'm sure that my living conditions are much nicer than what he's been living in. Oh, Ava. setting me up with the likes. That's right. Maybe it's okay if some people come here and they don't like my stream. That's okay. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Oh. The only reason you don't have the last one. Oh, I didn't see. Trophy from platinuming. Graphics look really good. You want to get this game at some point. Okay, I know I'm missing comments like crazy. One thing that I didn't mention today that I mentioned a bunch yesterday is that this game, if you're on PC, this game is available right now for $12 on Humble Bundle. Humble Bundle does a Humble monthly bundle. It's $12 a month where you sign up, and you can basically cancel at any time. But each month, they'll give you about 6 games, and a lot of them are indie games, and usually there's 1 or 2 or 3 sort of high-profile games that are more known and sought after. And all the games tend to be quality, but a lot of them are quirky indie stuff. Every month before the bundle comes out, they will tease you with 2 or 3 games that if you pay early, you can unlock from the upcoming bundle for the next month. And this month, or for the upcoming month, the early unlock is Conan Exiles. So that means you pay $12, you've unlocked next month's bundle will come to you automatically when that kicks in, sometime during the first week of the month. And but right now you get access to Conan Exiles and Escapists 2 and another game. The only one I cared about was Conan Exiles when I saw it for $12. So anyone who's on PC who is interested in this game, I think the cheapest I've ever seen it on sale so far has been like $25 or $29.99. So that you can get it for $12, and you'll get a bunch of other games to boot. That's pretty cool. Okay, come on, buddy, you can do it. All right, now he's in here, and all you need basically is you need gruel, which I've made. Gruel plus potential servant plus basically time. So there he is. This actually takes a long time for them to fulfill. And with this version of the wheel, it's a lesser wheel of pain. You can only convert 1 person at a time. In fact, I think that was one of my goals was I can craft the regular wheel of pain where you can do multiple guys, have multiple guys. You're breaking their spirit, basically. I can do multiple at once, but it requires a lot of materials, which at the time I didn't have. Oh, he will be broken, Cow Dizzle. You went ahead and got the bundle for this game, even though you already had it on PS4, in case you want to play it on PC at some point. Right, honestly, for $12, if you know, it's worth it, especially since, like you were mentioning yesterday, it's not cross-platform. So, you know, that's one reason to do it, is if you wanted to have access to like PC community as well. So Steam and Humble Bundle are great ways to get games. No pressure. You don't have to worry about seeing every comment. We're all okay, Red. Appreciate it. Well, I feel like I've been a little bit worse at it with this game and than some others, because I'll find myself like having, you know what it reminds me? Do you ever see A Beautiful Mind when Russell Crowe, he's like the crazy mathematician, and he's like sitting there in front of that window where he's drawn all these weird equations all over the place, and he's just sitting there like looking up into the sky and being like zip, 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 like, and he's like formulating everything in his head. And that's how I feel some games make me get. When I love that movie. That movie, I haven't watched it in a while, but I bought it when it was newly on VHS. I bought it, and I probably watched that movie like 20 times. I don't know why. It just really struck a chord with me, and I really liked it. You get absorbed into the immersion of it, yeah, Ryler, and also just the fact that, like when earlier, those of you probably saw where I talked about the supply chain for making steel, like how complicated things get in this game. So when you decide, oh, I need some steel, and you figure out what you need to make it, and all of a sudden you have a list of 12 different things you need to do before steel can be made. So you have to, you're constantly thinking in sort of complex chains of, here's the objective, and here are the 6 steps that I need to take in order to make that objective happen. You acquire most of your steel via other methods. And in a multiplayer server, does that involve killing people and looting their homes? The next level of the wheel, you can train 4 at a time. Usually that's enough. Yeah, well, especially where I am right now, I don't think I need a ton of people. But, well, I'm gonna have to expand my home once I start getting thralls, because I've really built this to be more of like a control center where I can stand in one place and access like a gajillion different workstations. But like the stuff up here is, I don't think it's gonna work. It's gonna either look glitchy as hell or just, I don't know, it's gonna look stupid as crap if I start putting thralls on those workstations. I don't know. Especially like this one, he'll be like hanging out, floating in midair, working on like making furniture or something. The wheel trains people. That's right. As an NPC camp farm that you have a high drop rate at, usually faster than making it yourself. Oh, an NPC camp. Okay, I guess that's another way of doing it. I thought you just wait for someone else to make it, because you're one of those PvP people that likes to ruin other, just knock down other people's buildings, ruin their day. PvP is so mean. Well, no, I'm just saying that if I had the cojones for it, I'd probably do it more. It's just usually in PvP, it's not that I don't like conquering other people, it's that I don't like when I get conquered. I don't like when my ass gets kicked and my stuff gets broken and taken away from me. Makes me very sad. Very sad, panda. Time to expand benches into a thrall factory. Yeah, like that other guy had. New Asgard and Mounds of the Dead are good for farming steel. See, I haven't even explored. You can look here on the map and see what I've looked at. I've been up and down this river a lot. I think I ran along here because I wanted to look and check out the jungle biome. And I ran along here, and then I went down here and I followed the river in. I did this kind of thing where I was looking at various things. And I came back up this way and ran across here, and then ran across the wall back over here. So there's a lot of stuff that I haven't, I think when I was playing with another character, I did a little bit more exploration over here and in certain other areas, but a lot of what I've seen has just literally been me running through, and NPC camps I tend to just stay away from, because especially in the harder areas, for me, running into trying to attack a community of NPCs in these higher level areas is more like just a way for me to get my ass kicked. Let's see. Love the chest, reminds you of a character in a move. Oh, the chest. The guy who's stuck in the chest. Yeah, he's good times. Let me see. Let me repair this. I need more plant fiber to repair. And that's one thing too, is that if I upgrade the Wheel of Pain, I'll be able to make stronger bindings that last longer too. Let me figure out. Here we go. That's where I plant. Organizing in this game becomes one of the major challenges of it once you start accumulating a lot of stuff that you want to have on hand. All right, repair that. And everything else looks like I can. Oh, that hatchet is looking like it needs a little repair. And now I'll probably want to refill my steel on hand. Let's put. I don't need to capture any more people for a while, so we'll go ahead and put those implements in the box. I like keeping this Ankh around in case I'm gonna go and kill a bunch of people, that I can harvest their souls and use them to make delicious ambrosia. There we go. This is my regular setup. It is like a corporation. Bigger wheels and more slaves. Well, we don't like to talk about it in those terms. Getting my water on. Getting my, here, let's have some food. And actually, I got mountains of cheap food in here. Eat some of this stuff. Just eat it. Okay. So what was the other thing I was gonna do? I was gonna make an elevator, right? People you capture, what do you do with them? Well, that's what these people are. This guy here and that lady over here, those are both people that originally were in it was a larger camp further in the desert that I did the same thing with. I got them somewhat isolated from their peers, and then I beat them with a club until they were unconscious, and then I dragged them in with twine to my wheel of pain, and I fed them gruel until their spirits broke, and now they work for me. It is like a corporation, basically. Except you have to instead of them coming out and knocking you out, you have to volunteer very, very voraciously. You have to very aggressively volunteer to allow yourself the privilege of letting them break your spirit. So, Red, the MGL, you're scaring me. That's what it is. So these guys work for me now. I assure you, they're much happier. If you saw the village where they came from, and that's the thing too, when you're like, when I was fighting that guy in the village, I could see, oh, he's like an archer level 2. And so I went to this larger village. When I looked at this guy, I was like, oh, he was an armorer level 1. And so that's why I singled him out, because I was like, hey, I could use an armorer, and this lady is a carpenter. I was like, oh, there's a carpenter. And so I can put her on my workstation. So there's different ones, and as you find harder and stronger communities of NPC villages that are higher level and more powerful ones. So eventually I'd go to a place, and if I was like, oh, there's a level 3 armorer in this village, if I could kick his ass, I would grab him and replace the little replacement there. TJ Lester, thank you so much for the subscription and for becoming a law hawk. Oh, it is very much appreciated, TJ. 401k plan, health benefits. The health benefit is, we have a special health plan. It's called Don't Die. It's called Don't Get Sick. It's really affordable. It's Don't Get Sick health plan. And for retirement, it's basically, the retirement plan is we just send them out in the wilderness, and they scrounge bushes for insects. And you know, they love it. They love it. You don't need strong teeth to chew the insects. Especially if you find grub worms. They're good. They're soft. It's a great retirement plan. It's the Don't Get Sick health plan. Keep some thread and extra crafts. They produce faster and sometimes for less material. Yeah. So, and also I've noticed too, which I'm still discovering a lot of this just by doing it. So there's a lot I don't know. And for the record, someone was bringing up yesterday about like, because in most games I'm like, no spoilers, no backseat gaming or whatever. That's sort of a standard thing. But in this particular game, especially when it comes to mechanic type things, it's totally fine if people volunteer. If I'm talking about something like, I wonder how to, well, you know, whatever, and I don't know, and you think there's something you can contribute that would be helpful, that's fine. It's sort of an exception to the normal way of conducting business here. Hey, Coffee Bird, how you doing, man? Welcome. So, hey, look at all that tar I ended up making. Let me see, we're gonna split these stacks in half. So we got 57 and 57. It's time to come up here and make some steel fire. And I'm just gonna let my steel fire accumulate up until I get a big stack of it, and then I'm gonna yeah, let's do this. 37. Okay, we're gonna let steel fire accumulate there. The burb of coffees take their spirits and feed them the gruel. Well, yeah. Well, no, the gruel. The spirit food I eat because it's a little heavy, but it really heals you up fast. So if I'm If I'm gonna be fighting something that's on the tough end of the spectrum, I'll have that out instead of my my savory shellfish. Even more fun than pants off. No, shh, food rear. They're not slaves. They're thralls. There's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. Corporate employees. You could call them corporate employees. That's about it. They're more like that, really. No, well, it's multiplayer, so you can get a wife, but you can't go into a village and like beat a woman and then plug her into some sort of a wife machine. You know, it doesn't go that far. A thrall is a person who basically got to do everything that you say, and they like it. They like it. The thralls. Have you heard of being enthralled with someone? It means like, oh, like. It's something that vampires do. Like when Dracula looks at a lady and he gives him like the hypnotized eyes, and a lady's like, oh, Dracula's so great, I wanted to suck my neck. That is what being a thrall is. So I break them on the wheel of pain, and by the time they come off the wheel of pain, they're like, they love me. They'll do anything I say. They're like, you are the best, sir. Oh, you want me to go work on that carpenter station? I will do it 24 hours a day, sir. I love you, sir. You are awesome. Hey, Cryptic Ghost. What's up? Welcome back. I've been away for a while, so long time no see. What do you mean brainwashing, Redactyl? Brainwashing? You make it sound like I'm some kind of a monster. What are you talking about? I'm helping them enjoy life better. All right? They're much happier now than they were, especially when they were on the Wheel of Pain. You could hear the moaning from downstairs. It's really depressing. But they're so much happier now, and they love working. They love every minute of it. No, this game, I'm not gonna lie, it's a brutal, it is a brutal game. It's got some brutal mechanics, and in some ways, I mean, one could say there's certain mechanics in this game, much like the floppy pee-pee physics I demonstrated earlier, that some viewers may find offensive. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I finally started doing face cam. I still don't do face cam every time, but I've been doing it more. So let me see. I did want to pick up a few more of these guys. I like having an even stack of 20. You can hear their moans of love when they. Yeah, it's what it is. Let's see. Especially in this room, you can hear. Can you hear her? Listen closely. Oh, he's being quiet. I heard him when I first came up the steps. It's like, oh. Oh, thank you, Coffee Bird. I appreciate that. You hear the moan and cry, yeah. So here's a good, as long as we're talking about doing terrible things to people, we'll go back to that camp, and I'll show you how much fun it is to just kill them and carve them up, you know, and use their parts to make delicious god food. So they can get over there and do some stuff. And play Dying Light 2. That wasn't even my radar. Are they making a Dying Light 2? I still need to finish the first one. But you should. Fooderweir loves Dying Light. So I know I'll have to finish Dying Light 1, which I like. I don't know why I never finished it. I know originally when I got to the second city part, my system was actually having a hard time handling the graphics. But I haven't tried it. So I have since then upgraded my video card and upgraded my RAM. I've doubled my RAM, so. Won't killing your workforce affect your body? Well, this is not my workforce. This is just, these are basically like resources. You can either, it's like animals. You can either make them your pet that you love, or you can kill them and eat them. And it's like, it sort of depends on what you need that day, you know? So, here we go. We're just gonna...
I go to the...
Hey, guys. I'm just gonna hold... This is basically genocide is happening right now. They go down much faster if you're not trying to... Whoa! I ran out of stamina. Hold on. I'm gonna need to rest for a second. Oh, he died. I made him bleed. Oh, that guy was named. I should have... Well, I couldn't have broken him anyways. Alright, so... I've just, oh wait, there's a couple more survivors. I can't, no witnesses, sorry guys. There we go. Oh, I cut them in half. Look at that. Now look at, zoom in. I literally cut, they got their little organs sticking out through the bottom. I cut them with a single stroke. I cut both of those people in half. Anyways. I like the axe. The axe is, the sword is more of a surgical one-on-one type thing. The axe does a better job of, look at, you see all these hands and shit laying around. I just wrecked these people. Okay. So let's take a quick look. They have a lot of shit that I don't think, like stones and stuff, I'm not even gonna bother to pick up. But I just like to look real quick. Okay, so now I'm gonna get out. This is my Ankh. It's basically like the sacrificial dagger of my god. And you just start you basically just carve them up. And now I've got human flesh, and I've got lingering essence. That's like their little spin. This is the good stuff. You bring that to your temple, and the lingering essence you turn into ambrosia, which is hallowed, consumable. It's very filling. It cures your wounds. It's amazing. It's amazing. If these guys knew how good their spirits would taste, they would be lining up to give them up for me, because it's that good. Oh, here's a good one too. I just picked up a severed leg. So if I had been thinking about it, you can actually take the severed leg, and I could have I could have killed the rest of the villagers with the severed leg of one of their friends. But I didn't quite have that much foresight. We're not gonna capture more people right now because, oops, because I can only break one person at a time. So if I captured more people right now, it wouldn't have anything to do with them. Although, can I store them? As one of my experts here, if I found someone that I wanted, but I didn't have room to break them right now, could I still store them in a box or something? You can't store them. Okay. I feel like playing this game is making me evil. I can make multiple wheels though. Okay. All right. Did I get everybody? Oh, and they're the little boxes. Let me see if they got anything good. I have bones. I don't get a lot of bones. And what were these? Were there iron head arrows? That's good. So many moderators. What happens, Cryptic Ghost? I've accumulated, pretty much you're seeing almost all of my moderators. But I very carefully selected moderators over the last 3 years. And it just so happens that pretty much everyone I've made moderators, they show up almost every time I stream. So it can be a little intimidating coming in here as not a moderator. Bone arrows. Oh, those are weak. Okay, I take the iron head. And the rest of the stuff I don't really care about. Actually, you know what? I'll take... No, I'll leave it. Well, let me see. There's Mike. There's Nick. There's Ava. There's Foodereer. Yeah, that's all who's on screen right now. I know there's more that come in here, like Cowdizzle was here a little while ago. Uh-oh. Now Cryptic Ghost is apparently... I'm now remembering a little bit about Cryptic Ghost, now that you mentioned it. I think Cryptic Ghost is upset that other people are moderators and he's not. Is that what I'm getting here, Cryptic Ghost? But, Nick, yeah. We only got 4 in here right now. Let's get back home. I'm gonna check and see if I have the materials to make the upgraded Wheel of Pain. Well, don't take it personally, Cryptic Ghost. The thing is that is deceptive is you come in here and you see all these moderators and you think, oh, what's wrong with me? Why doesn't he make me a mod? Where the fact of the matter is, most people I don't make mod. It just so happens that people that I have made mod, they all tend to show up a lot at the same time. So, like Ryler D's been a regular for like a year. And it's nothing personal. I like Ryler D just fine, but I never made him a mod. One of the main reasons I haven't is so I can point to someone like Ryler D and say, hey, that guy's perfectly fine, and he's not a mod, so, you know. Let's see. That's not how it is at all. Oh, okay. I don't know. I just know you seemed unhappy that other people were mods, and you weren't, and you made the unhappy face. Let me see this guy. So see, this guy's been here for a while. His little progress meter's barely moved at all. Oh, Mike. Now I don't think all these human, whoops. Okay, whatever. I have all this human flesh. I do not intend on using. I do not, you can eat the human flesh. I'm just not into it. So I usually just drop the human flesh. And I'm not gonna use a severed leg. It's ridiculous. Let's put someone in a chest. Let me unload some of my, what did I pick? The bones. That big pile of bones that I grabbed. I don't need that. You still going? Huh. Alright. I'm gonna check on that in a minute. You mind the guy who banged my wife? No. But maybe that's other streamers, but not me. No, that's not why. That's not why. You can bring back the soldier wheel and make several slots named pain, torture, enthrall, and such. It's the wheel of pain. Wait, what? The soldier wheel? Or you mean the, oh, from the wheel of misfortune. Yeah, actually I still have the, okay.
45 seconds of gameplay.
On Dying Late and came across Lawyer on one of his first Dying Light vids, not knowing what to do. Yep, that wouldn't change if you saw me play it again today. That's very much my thing, going into games, getting stuff done, but never entirely sure if what I'm doing is in any way worthwhile. But that's right, Cryptic Ghost. You've been around since the beginning. Now, I remember I knew your name, but I forgot how far back you went. That was back when I only had like maybe 25 subscribers. Yeah, it's fun, and I've enjoyed playing this game while watching other people play it too. I learn a little bit from that sometimes, and then it's just, that's part of it too. It's just, you'll see other people do stuff, you go, oh, I didn't know you could do that. So that's one of the reasons. Probably Assassin mentioned he likes watching Conan Exiles videos and streams while he plays as well. I think that's part of the reason. For us anyways. Although he always talks about himself like he still considers himself a noob, but compared to me, he's pretty advanced. All right. Oh, lingering essence. I gotta hurry up and make some ambrosia with that. So here is put some of that on there, and the ambrosia. Go ahead and craft those. They're kind of heavy, so I don't carry a whole lot with me. I've got a backup in here, but yeah, it's good. Yeah, Ava, that wheel tortured you. You were on the. You were probably the person who was on that the most, without winning. Or I shouldn't say that because I'm sure there are a couple people that were on that wheel over and over again, and just maybe never even got to have a soldier made. Let's grab some food. Oh, wrong door. Wrong one. Here we go. Okay. Dying Light 1 and 2. Or maybe someday. Should watch the Dying Light trailer. Well, now that I know it's there, I will. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'm definitely going to. Because that's a good game. Even though I haven't finished it, I am interested. I'm curious to see where they're going with the next one too. Because it was a pretty huge leap. I felt like that game was I don't know, a pretty big leap forward in like the zombie game genre. Nick, you had a soldier. It just didn't live very long. You never had a resurrected soldier. It's set before the rise of modern civilization. I didn't know that. I didn't know when it was supposed to be. I thought maybe it was somehow happening at the same time as like ancient Egypt, but in some other part of the world. Yeah, there's a lot of the original game I still need to finish. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna focus on, here, we'll do this for a second because
5 seconds of gameplay.
I want to look into building the upgraded wheel of pain, 60 shaped wood, 50 brick, 200 iron reinforcement, and 80 twine. Okay, it is the iron reinforcements is the biggest one. I do have 200 iron reinforcement, and while I'm thinking of it, I'm gonna go ahead and make a bunch more just to have more. Okay, so we have, I should have a special like crafts. Nah, we're just gonna leave. I should have a box that I set aside that just has the ingredients that I'm gonna use for like a specific project. So we have the iron reinforcements. Man, this is so far down the. I need 50 bricks, 60 shaped wood. How we do on a shaped wood? 25 shaped wood, 50 shaped wood. Got it. What was the last thing? Son of a bitch. Going through this thing every time. Alright. 50 bricks. How we doing on... I think I got a bunch of bricks on one of these. Did I have bricks in this one? I did. Wow, lots of bricks. So wait, I think I can do this right now. Avery, you gotta go. Your child with recurring headache. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope your child is feeling better. Tell him G-Law says hi. G-Law's rooting for him. All right, and I hope he feels better. I'm gonna make a courtyard up on top of the ridge to your house for your new wheel. I'm just gonna make another. I think I'm just gonna plop that thing out there, out in the sand near my religious thing. Which, I don't know. I doubt. Oh, my purge meter is going up though. When this gets filled up, I get attacked by a rather destructive gang of computer-controlled adversaries. Will try to destroy my base. Oh, I needed shaped. I need 60 shaped wood, and I also need twine. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Twine. How much twine? Anyway, I'm gonna make a bunch of it. And I need 10 more shaped wood. Alright. No, I'm not sure, honestly, because this is sort of still like the low-level area on this map. I think this is like the super noob area, but this is sort of like the beginner's area. And if I built a base up here, if I built the base that I have now up here, and I got a purge, they would wreck me. Because the mobs they throw at me up here, or probably over in the jungle is higher level. But if the difficulty of a purge here where I built right now, my place might be able to survive it. I've heard that it's not as hard compared to if you build in more advanced places. Why does your thumbnail say random games? Oh man, I meant to change that. Thanks for pointing that out, actually. because I made a thumbnail for this and I forgot to update it. But I can change that right now. I meant to update it. Thanks for reminding me, Cryptic Ghost. Okay. So that should update shortly. Well, it's not missing. This just says random game. So technically, I'm not telling anyone that I'm playing a different game. But it does so happen that I'm playing a specific game. And it's not random. But it does, when I say I'm playing random games, people come in, you know, it doesn't lead them to have any expectations, necessarily. Let me see, 66, okay, let's see where we're at. Oh, now. Here it is. I need 80 twine. Son of a bitch. This twine is becoming a real bottleneck for me. Here, just make it all. Make all the twine. Oh yeah, the tag was Conan Exiles. I made sure the tag and the stream title reflected I'm playing Conan Exiles, but it was too the thumbnail, and that was something specifically after I finished my stream last night when it was processing, and while it's processing you can't change it, and I was like, oh man, it's like just random games. I want the thumbnail to be Conan Exiles. So last night after my stream I made a Conan Exiles thumb, which I just totally slipped my mind before. I think it's because, you know, I took some time off from streaming, so just one of those things I just slipped out of. It was not on my radar, you know. Let's see, did you say last night you can see Conan the Barbarian in here? When the game first begins, there's a cutscene where the game starts where you're up, you're an exile, you've been crucified basically in this desert. You're on a cross, you're nailed up on a cross in a desert, and this barbarian that looks suspicious, the guy looks suspiciously like Conan the Barbarian, shows up and is like, you gotta live, stranger, or whatever, you know, you got work to do, and he knocks you down and knocks the cross down and gets you off, and then he basically walks away and is like, I'll be seeing you later, and then he's gone. I have a feeling that's Conan, but I don't know for sure, but I think it is. He's wandering around somewhere. Okay. Oh, he's in a specific location. Okay, I did not know that. All right, this is what I was gonna do. I also want to make an elevator and work that out. Lesser Wheel of Pain. Wait, oh. I'm not sure. I either am not good at or don't get the way that this sorting method works. I always. Let me see. I wish there was one that just had like workstation type things, and you didn't have to go through all sit through other stuff. And hello, Bearded Gamer Laku. Welcome. I'm doing good. How are you today? No Arnold Schwarzenegger face. No, just sort of generic, manly buff dude with long brown hair. What do you think about Fortnite? It's all right. It's not really my kind of game. It's not to say that I think it's bad. It's just mainly because I'm like, those kind of games stress me out, and usually I end up getting killed, and then I get sad, and then I don't have fun. But I did try it. It's free, so I tried it, and it seemed like a cool. I get it. I get it, and I think it's a cool game. It's just not my. It's just not my thing. All right, here comes the Wheel of Pain. Let's open up a space for it, and then we'll plant that upstairs, and then maybe we'll go hunting for more people. Got to make some more gruel. So also, especially in my gaming channel, all the top streams are Fortnite right now, but I kind of like playing games that a million other people aren't streaming too, just for my stream. That doesn't mean I will never play popular games, but in terms of what I stream, a lot of times I'll focus on games that I feel are not getting enough love or attention, which tend to be the type of games that I play too a lot of the times. All right, Wheel of Pain. Let me see. This, oops. We like it. We like it. Where do we like it? All right, so it's hanging off a little weird. That's a little janky. But if I'm really concerned, I can fix it later. All right, so look at that. We think we should I do more thralls now? What type of game genres do you usually play? I bounce around. I bounce around a little bit. What I played the most on this channel has probably been like RPG, like Bethesda has probably been the most I played. I played a lot of Skyrim, a lot of Fallout. I played a bit of, quite a bit of Morrowind more recently. But then I played XCOM 2, which was also one of the most played games, which is sort of a totally different type of game. Alien Isolation, yeah, dating sims, anime dating sims. No, just kidding. It's not true. But the first game that I streamed was Alien Isolation, which I love. So I did have some horror games. I did some Dead by Daylight. I kind of bounce around. But the one type of game that I do not spend a lot of time with is typical shooters, and also not a lot of multiplayer stuff. Even when I did Dead by Daylight, after I did an experiment where I played with other people, but it demanded too much of my attention for my tastes when I'm streaming. What I like this game, I sometimes need to focus to figure out what the hell I'm doing, and if I'm fighting, I need to pay attention. But for the most part, I can get away with kind of stopping and talking and not constantly like, okay guys, go to just shh, I gotta do that, you know. I do that sometimes, but I don't have to do it all the time. All right, let's go look for some thralls. Yeah, sports games, there we go. Dead by Daylight I got really into around Halloween. Now the funny thing is that game does stress me out a lot. Oh wait, hold on. I don't have my thrall capturing devices. And actually, now that I've upgraded the thing, I could probably make stronger thrall things. Let me see. I think there's wait, can I? Fiber bindings. I thought there was a way that when I made this now I could make leather bindings. Wasn't there a thing for that? Now I'm not sure I'm remembering right. Exactly, Nick. Nick knows what I'm talking about. Rawhide bindings. Crafted at the torturer's work table. What the? I didn't realize we had one of those. Okay, so what? Now I need to figure out. I need to build a a torturer's work table, because apparently it's like maybe I'll eventually I'll capture a torturer and he can take care of all this shit for me after I've broken him. Torture. There it is, right there. Madros is already on it. It looks very much like all my other crafting tables. My torturer table, but they keep it separated from the other ones. Okay. Oh, that's actually doesn't take very much at all. That was some more shaped wood. I think it said 9. Or 8, I don't know. And it was like 9 more of these. Something like that. And what was the last thing? Oh, and 2 twine, which I already have on me. And let's see. I think I'm gonna... Here, we'll put this over... Actually, I forgot to click build, didn't I? Derp, 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 derp. There we go. Don't keep the torch table near your food prepping table. I'll put it in here. Actually, should I put it? No, I'll keep it inside. Ideally, though, I don't want to have too much outside and exposed. And maybe I'll wall it in eventually, and I'll move my thing out here. But I'll have this. I think I'm gonna put this right here. Because of the mod, I can move. The mod I have, I can move things later if I want to. For right now, it's going here. And Cryptic Ghost, exactly. Cryptic Ghost knows what I'm talking about. That's right. Once you learn the greater wheel. Oh. That wasn't even on my radar. Yeah, the health department specifically, the code specifically states that the torturer's work table needs to be in a separate room from the food preparation table. They're very, very nitpicky about that sort of thing. Last business I heard of that kept in the same room, they got marked down for it. All right, you don't want to get marked down. All right, that's bad. It should be my dining table. Oh, look at that! That thing looks okay. I need leather, iron, and branch, and more leather. Okay. Here's some branches. Here's some... Got a ton of leather coming out of this. Leather. And a little bit of iron. We're just bringing a crap ton of it. Now I'll be able... I bet I hit them a lot harder and they become unconscious quicker. And then the rope you drag them to the desert with, that fiber twine one breaks really. It doesn't last very long. And with this, I can drag them all across the desert. And probably it'll last a lot longer before it breaks. The only big difference is the pants off thing? What? Is that a problem? Is having a dangling ding dong a problem when you're cooking? I guess that might be a health department issue, huh? You have to wear a net around, you know, the hairy part. That was ridiculous. Coffee bird. I'm not going to show you right now explicitly what I'm talking about because there may be minors present. However, this game features full nudity, and in fact, is that what the what was? You didn't see that before? It features full nudity, and in fact, when you're creating your character, one of the customization sliders is called Endowment. And it lives up to its name. It's usually be endowed or not so well endowed. You're gonna get this game later in your food rear. Oh, hey, Lance. Now you can go get Thrall better with steel, but it worked well. Yeah. Now I think the sun's about to go down. It's gonna end up... There's a camp I was thinking of checking out nearby. But I might wait until the morning. What else could I be doing until then? I don't like running around in the dark in this game, because it gets really dark. Let me see. Oh, I have attributes to spend. I know if Mike's still here that Assassin's been asking tons of advice on how to spend the points. But I'm thinking about just doing more grit. Yeah, for now I'm gonna focus on grit. It's tricky. Minecraft. I played it. I have streamed it before, but it's been about 2.5 years. A lot of times I'm just not in the mood for Minecraft. Most of the time. I played it a lot when it was in beta. Like, long before it actually full released, like in 2011. Around 2011 I played it. I played it a lot, and I played it so much that I hit a certain point where I was like, okay, I've had enough of that game. And ever since then, every once in a while I get an itch and I'll play it a little bit for a while. But then it's like, it's not like before where I got sucked into it and I played it, I'll play it for like months at a time. Don't play it, you're kidding? Okay, well, there are people that really love Minecraft, and I'm not going to say it's a bad game. I will say, the crowd that I've heard that the crowd that it draws can be a little rambunctious. Same with Roblox. Okay. Let me see. Should I think Vitality might be a good move. 3, 4, 5. We'll do like... Oh, you know what? Vitality up to the next point. Oh, man. Those get spent so fast now, though. Here. Let's do a little more grit. Grit increases my endurance pool, which is when I'm sprinting. That's that yellow bar that goes down, and that also goes down when you're fighting. As you're swinging your weapon, that yellow bar in the upper left is going down. And if you run out of that at the wrong time, it can be very bad for you. It's basically your action points. Roblox is amazing. There are a lot of people that really like it, and there's streamers. I've met streamers who do very well playing Roblox, and they've grown huge channels, and they've been very successful, and they like it, and that's good for them. But I'm not here. And also, I don't know. I think if you're a streamer and you're maybe like in your late teens and early 20s, you can get away with that crap. But I'm turning 45 this year. I feel like if I play a game like Roblox, I'm gonna go on some FBI list. Like they're gonna go on some watch list where they're just like, there's a 45-year-old playing Roblox. He's got a large audience of minors watching him right now. Let's go ahead and put him on the list. I'm turning 45 this year. Wow. I see you play Roblox. I'm unsubbed, hand down. Well, you don't have to unsub. Maybe someday I'll get a really weird urge and I'll just be like, hey, let's see what this game is about, and I play it. And you know, just for a laugh. But I don't actually foresee that happening. Community attracts kids, which isn't a bad thing per se. It's when they start spamming or asking you to do a certain thing. Well, that's the thing. And specifically with Roblox, because Roblox is free. It's still free, right? And a lot of kids also have Minecraft, and both of those games are multiplayer. So, that's sort of what I think ends up happening, too, is people, they constantly want to join in on the game, and it's like people that do, like, Mario Maker levels, and they'll get a crowd of kids that have made Mario Maker levels, and they want to see the streamer play their level. That sort of it's which can be cool for interaction, but it can be, I'm sure it gets overwhelming. I'm a youngster. Thank you, Lance. I appreciate that. I feel young, obviously. I feel young at heart. The fact that I still take such joy in like playing games and having fun. I feel like I've retained an edge that a lot of people lose when they grow up, you know? So you'll ban a kid, no issue. Nixie's like, I don't care. I don't care if it makes him cry. I like it. I like it when I make him cry. Alright. I think I might sneak out and start. There's a camp nearby that has a lot of people. I'm gonna check that out. But I am gonna have a little snack first. Let's see. Let's have a cooked exotic fish, shall we? Oh, and I still need a. Here, we'll have one more. Got so much fish in here. Oops. Yeah. Aging and ornery. Sad children bring you joy. It wasn't like sad. Children bring me joy. You're a 59-year-old gamer. See, Lance, you've kept the magic. You've kept the magic. So, and I think that's becoming more common too, because games, obviously, I mean, this game has an endowment slider. I mean, that's not, that's pretty grown up, but, I think it's taken, games have grown up over the years. They've become a lot more, they do a lot more, they're a lot more sophisticated than they were. And I know that there was a certain perception that games are like, oh, it's like, oh, like Super Mario Brothers, right? It's like, well, I mean, not that there aren't adults who enjoy Super Mario Brothers, but games have evolved a lot past Super Mario Brothers in the last 30 years, you know? I remember I used to have games listed on my PC gaming listed on my resume, and it's one of the things that stuck in my head that made me actually want to make a channel called Gaming Lawyer. I went for an interview, and it was a place that wasn't going to work. These people were really kind of like the frat sorority people, like not. And I know I've met, like, CPG was a frat dude, I think. He's cool. He's like a geek, but they're like the stereotypical, like, sort of stuck-up culture. These people, they're interviewing me, and like it was almost catty the way they were. Like I was like, ew, it felt like high school, you know, like the popular kids in high school evaluating me. And they looked at my, wait, do I have all that stuff I need? Here we go. They looked at my resume and they're like, oh, I see it says PC games. What does that mean? What kind of games do you play? And I think at the time I was like super into Civilization. I was playing Civilization 4. And so I was like, oh, I play different games. I said, what I've been playing a lot recently have been like strategy games. I was playing like, I think I was playing Europa Universalis and Civilization were two of the big ones I was playing then. Is this guy still chasing me? All right, you know what? Screw it. Here, have an axe. Oh, shit. You're not supposed to hit me. There you go. All right, have fun with that. And they're like, oh, and I was like, and when I said Civilization, the girl interviewing me was like, oh yeah, my 6-year-old loves that game. But it was like, you know, they say it in a certain way where it's like, and I didn't react to it as if she meant to insult me, but you can tell there was a certain tone in her voice where she was co-interviewing me with someone else who was also giving me kind of I don't know, I was getting a bad vibe. I think they decided somehow when they met me I probably wasn't a fit, but they went through the interview anyway. I have a feeling that's sort of what happened. And it was almost like she was having fun with me, like doing some like, oh, afterwards he's gonna think it's funny that I said this or whatever. But anyways, it struck me as this kind of thing where it's like, well, dude, you shouldn't... The fact that someone is into gaming doesn't mean that there's some sort of, you know, idiot if they're an adult. I want to see if I get I want to see if I get somebody better than a level 1 fighter. But we'll take this, though. You have any, seeing me on all the buttons in modern games is crazy. Yeah. Well, even, like, I've shown this on camera a few times, but I use this, I play with this thing, and this is customizable, and I can set it so each key serves multiple functions. So essentially, every game that I have has, you know, 25 or 30 different keys that I'm constantly using. Lance, you have 978 hours on this game so far? You know what? I mean, that's a big number. Don't get me wrong. That's a big number. But it doesn't surprise me that there are people that would get into this game that would have that many hours in it. It is the kind of game that can just like if someone's into it, can justify it. Okay, a fighter level 2. That sounds like fun. Hey, don't hit me, buddy. Don't hit me, brah. Ow, I got my timings all bad here. There we go. Let me get my little rope out. Can I drag? I can't drag multiple people at a time, can I? Are you pointing at high school judgment, Cryptic Ghost? It's worse. It's bad enough when you're in high school, but when someone, oops. When someone who's like 30 years old does it, to another adult, it makes them seem like they're the ones that are like developmentally challenged. Like there's some part of them that didn't evolve after they finished being a teenager. And that's sort of the irony, is I came away from that feeling like, yeah, they were chuckling at me like because I played games that I was not cool enough or whatever, but the fact that their mentality was still there, and that like 14-year-old insecure, let's make fun of other people type of thing, you know. And it's the funny thing is, this happened about 10 years ago, and it's still an incident when I think about it. It was so jarring, and it was so unexpected. And these people were people with law degrees. You know, there's some part of my head that thought anybody who can get through all the shit that I went through in law school and get through these tests, that they'll have a certain degree, and I've learned it since, it's not, there's plenty of attorneys that are petty and whatever. Not all, there are plenty that are cool too, but there's plenty that are just, ugh. But I was still at that point where I was like, anyone who's been through all the stuff that I've had to do to get to where I am, to get to where I passed law school, I've taken the bar, I passed the bar. Anyone who's gotten to that point, they gotta be pretty well developed up here to get that far. But there's a difference between like being test smart and being like an emotionally mature person. So you play one hand, trying to tell you play one hand clapping. Was that a song? Oh, there it is. You said I should play one hand clapping. I don't even know what that is. Is that a song? I know in the past I've done streams where I play a lot of music and stuff, and I even did a little song earlier. But I don't go off. I don't off-road it that much, like as much as I used to. I used to do that a lot. What was the job for? It was a website that, there was a company that made websites for law firms. Because you have a lot of people in the law, they're you know, they've been around for a while, they're not tech savvy, and they're maybe a solo dude or a guy with just a couple partners, and they don't know the first thing about the internet, but they want a nice website. So this company basically had to be, it was for people who, they were looking for people that understood like how websites worked, and basically the job that I would have had would have been to present their legal, present a description of their legal services in a way that visitors to the site would be able to understand what they do and whether or not that lawyer or that law firm would be able to provide what they're looking for. So what I was doing was not the tech part. It would have been more like the law part, and taking what lawyer does and being able to break it down for people visiting the site. Oh, this is not even need to go into this one. Forgot I have the big wheel of pain. Come on, buddy. We're putting you on the big wheel. You're the first one. Are you excited? Yeah, of course you are. I need to get some gruel for this guy, huh? Let's make some gruel. He's gonna get so hungry without the gruel. Let me see. What have I got? Do I have stuff in here to make gruel? I got the plant fibers. And I need seeds. And I don't need to make, I'm not gonna make that many. I think I'm gonna make, because I think for each unit you put out, you get 10. So I should only make 10, shouldn't I? I forgot I couldn't queue up a specific amount. So let's see. We'll do... Here. 11. Why not 11? It works easier to do on my pad. And there's some nice gruel. Gruel's in the oven. Here, we'll keep that over there like that. I'm getting a pork raid. This 2 days in a row, I'm getting a pork raid. Oh, wait, I get to use my new thing. I get to use my new thing that I did. Ah, it's raid alert. Welcome, raiders. Welcome. Led by Matthew Caird, Board Cube, Kronos, Lady Freedom, Starlin, Vander, Bradley, I'm messing up here, Garardini. I know I made it sound like I was drunk, but I think I sort of said it right. And Cryptic Ghost, amazingly also part of the pork raid. Tater Dave, Caffeinated Tiger, seen some familiar names in here. Welcome, guys. Welcome, raiders. And this is from Master Sergeant Porkins, the man himself. You bringing your pork platoon in for a raid. This is amazing. Yesterday, I'd taken a break from streaming. It had been just over a month since I streamed, and I came back for the first time yesterday, and he raided me yesterday. I got so much love yesterday. It was fantastic. And now we're getting 2 for 2. The only reason I'm streaming at this time, too, is because I'm waiting on more work. I'm picking up more work tonight. Normally, I'm working at these hours, but so I feel lucky that I'm around. I'm around to get these awesome pork raids. Tater Dave has become a law hawk. That's what happens when you subscribe. Thank you, Tater Dave, for the subscription. As you can bear witness to, the hawk face was in fact quite shocked. If you saw the eyes, they were bulging quite significantly, which is significant. You know, it's a great, momentous occasion. Thank you so much. Talons of Justice. That's right, Cryptic Ghost. Kronos, Porkin loved me yesterday too. Don't tell us what. Ew. All right, we're gonna leave that. You know, as far as I'm concerned, everybody in YouTube gaming, we're all Ken and Barbie dolls. We just, unless you're playing this game. In fact, this game there is full genitalia. But significant bulge. Okay. You just got here from the Jake stream. Dark Jake as well? Is that what you mean? Is this like a joint stream? Anyways, raiders, thank you so much for the raid. I actually made this condition raid alert thing. I made that this morning because I like to have something on my screen that when I look back later, when I'm looking through the video, I have this up a couple minutes and I can easily find where I had raids happen, so I can remember everyone who raided me. But you played the Barbie doll in our little scenario. Yeah. So yeah, everybody, as far as I'm concerned, I'm married. I've been with my wife for like 15 years. So as far as I'm concerned, everyone that comes through these doors completely blank down there. You know, just there's nothing sexual going on at all. Oh, I was making gruel. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Okay. I'm collecting thralls. Thralls are, this person's stuck in a chest. That's not supposed to happen, but he loves it. He's lived with it. Thralls are people who work for me, who I find out in the field, and you know, at first they're not sure they want to work for me, but you know, I'm very convincing. I'm very convincing. And one of the keys to that is, oh, I actually only did make 20. Okay, now I'm gonna make more. I thought each one of those made... Alright. Well then, I'm gonna make 100 then. Why not? See, now all of a sudden I just get sucked into the game again, too. It's like, yeah. Classic G-Law. Here, just gonna make 100. I'm gonna put this stuff away. So... I got this game. This game is available on Humble monthly, early unlock, for $12, and then with other games. So this was a no-brainer for me. I've been having such fun with this game. Let me see what's going on. Oh, Remy, good Remy. Remy's got to Remy the dog, as a matter of fact. 15. Yeah. What was it? We met in 2004. So I guess it's more like, you know, not that being, say, 14 years, but round it up, you know, 15. Once you get into the teens, 14 is the same as 15, you know? To include for the wife, hashtag Naughton. So I love my wife a lot. In case you never watched my stream, but if you do, I love you, honey. All right. You can put 8 on the big wheel of pain. Holy crap. Well, let me see. How much does, what do I need before I can make the big one? I'm only level 36, so... Level 50. Okay, so the greater wheel of pain is a ways off. Oh, wheel of pain. People are like, what? What is a wheel of pain, you ask? Well, let me show you. When people, they're not sure if they want to work for me. So, you kind of gotta manhandle them a little bit to convince them, and then you put them on the wheel of pain, and you feed them some gruel, and then this he was a warrior, a fighter, and so he's slowly going to, through hard work and lots of gruel, he's going to become a thrall, which is someone who is just very enthusiastic about me and working for me and doing what I say. These guys have been doing it for a while. They work 24/7. They love it. They love it. And they are so happy that they can do it for me now. They weren't, when they were on the wheel of pain, you could tell they were complaining a little bit. They didn't seem totally like they were happy there. But after about a week on the wheel of pain, they were just, yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. Happy to do it for you, sir. It's really amazing. Really amazing stuff. One hand still clapping. Oh, it's YouTube. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't do a lot of watching other YouTube videos anymore on this channel. I mean, it's something I used to do in phases, but I started getting banned worldwide. So I went through a phase back in 2016 where almost every stream I would end up spending like a half hour. We just chill and watch YouTube videos, but that stuff started coming back to bite me, so I don't do it as much anymore. Lullaby for Hydra. Hey, do you need a mid-afternoon lullaby to help you take a nap? Do that shit on Rabbit now? Is that the place where you can go hang out with other people while you watch things together? Which god did you choose? I've got Mitra. I didn't realize you could pick up extra gods until I think Madros let me know yesterday. And so in this character, I did not. You run into a priest of Yogg, you can learn right away. I have yet to do that. So, but Mitra is what I have right now. What am I doing? Okay, I don't need human flesh. Human flesh. You. I am going to use some of this lingering essence to make more delicious ambrosia. Oh, I was gonna bring up more gruel to put on the wheel of pain. I think that was cooking. Yeah, here we go. Lots of gruel. You have a rabbit, like the animal rabbit? Do they still make, there used to be a Volkswagen car called a Rabbit. I think they haven't made those for a long time. Soul Hydra, you do in fact want a lullaby? Alright, I think we can work out a lullaby. Especially since we have so many people here that want to know what G-Law will offer. But for the newcomers who are asking, Gaming Lawyer, I call myself G-Law sometimes too, it's short for Gaming Lawyer. I said, Gaming Lawyer, what do you do here in your channel, aside from this awesome red alert thing, when you raided? Huh? Is that cool or what? What do you do that other streamers won't do? Well, one thing that I'll do is when you're tired and you're ready to go to sleep, I sing awesome lullabies. All right, I'm gonna sing a lullaby for Soul Hydra. Even though it's in the middle of the day, he needs to take a nap. So we gotta dim the lights. Dim the lights. All right, just get relaxed. Just relax. So you relax, Soul Hydra. All right, here we go. Just gonna sing a little. Here's a chat here. For posterity, we'll save the chat. Go to sleep and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now, Soul Hydra. Go to sleep. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. And now, I bet you Soul Hydra can barely keep his eyes open. Soul Hydra, there you go, buddy. There's a lullaby. Look, he's asleep. He's asleep. It worked. Sometimes I have collateral damage. Other people who I'm not even singing directly to them. They end up falling asleep as well.
45 seconds of gameplay.
And that is my 45 seconds of gameplay warning to let you know that we are now transitioning back into game playing mode. That was Pipecock. Did you notice there were some visual things going on there in the darkened room? Yeah. Some people say during the lullaby they see, I don't know. Some people said spooky. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure. I mean, lullaby soothing. It's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe, that you know that while you're sleeping, if you hear a noise in the night, if you hear, I don't know, the ceiling creak, or you hear some, just house noises, and you're wondering, oh, is someone there? Is there a stranger in my house? You go, no, it's just gaming lawyer watching over me, keeping me safe. If you're in the middle of the night, you're laying in bed, and you look over at your window, and you see just a shadow of a human figure in the darkness outside of your window, that's just me. I'm watching. I'm keeping you safe. So that's what you're supposed to be imagining when you hear the lullaby. And I don't know what's creepy about it at all. It was so effective if you listened when you weren't going to sleep. You would fall asleep forever. Well, that would be an extremely effective lullaby. For sure. Like Soul Hydra, still asleep. Fuderir, I just noticed, also fell asleep. ASMR causes hallucinations. Some people said they see weird things when they sing a lullaby. I think it's just a state of deep relaxation. Because all I really played there was a black screen. There were no graphical effects on there. There was no video. It was just a black screen with some music playing and me singing a lullaby. Alright. Now we're going to, drinking out of my water skin. I'm going to eat a little bit of savory shellfish. And we're going to see if we can find any nice, employable candidates to join our enterprise back at my little corporate headquarters. Only the most talented candidates will be considered. Let me see. And other candidates, unfortunately. Oh, okay. Come on, buddy. What are you? What are you? Level 1 archer? I already got one of those. And we'll chop them up for people parts. What I want to do is if I can get a human leg or an arm, and I could beat one of his tribe mates using one of his friend's arms, that would be fun. Not that I take pleasure in the misery of others, of course not. Oh, jeez. Hey, buddy. What are you? Hey. Oh, he's another archer. Okay. Alright, what do you got, pal? And... wait, what did I just see? Oh, okay. All this human flesh is heavy. I don't want to carry all this around. Human flesh you can eat. That's gross. Why would I do that? Eat a person? Ew. Not unless they're properly prepared. What? Oh. Who are you? Archer 2. Now that's a candidate. He's level 2. That's a candidate worth considering. Uh-oh, he's got friends. Okay, guys, back off. Back off. I'm busy. I'm busy with your archer friend. All right, now we can take care of business. There we go. It's much faster with the axe. And, man, you guys even hurt me a little bit. You sons of bitches. I think I'm actually gonna even eat some, I'm gonna eat some ambrosia, which was that I made from the souls of other people. There. See the ambrosia? It really fills up that health meter really fast. It's great. It's considered the food of the gods. Okay. And as I'm beating these guys, you see I'm getting human flesh and lingering essence. So with the leftover spirit, I go back to my holy altar and I make ambrosia. That's what we do with it. Say savory shellfish 5 times fast. Savory shellfish. Savory You know what? I couldn't even say it twice. I screwed up already. Alright. What else have we got in here? Oh, wait. No, I was gonna... You son of a bitch. I already found the archer. The level 2 archer. That's who I want to bring home. Oh, fighter level 3. That's even more epic. Alright. Level... Oh, shit. Oh, man, buddy. I cut his head off. I didn't mean to. Alright, anyone else? It's a carpenter and a fighter too. Just a little off the top. Yeah, whoops. I just realized that I wanted to hire him and bring him into our training process, but the axe was already in mid-swing. It was really unfortunate, but it was too late. It was too late. Fatality. Just knock him out and behead him. You know what? I was just gonna kill him, and it was really mid-axe swing. I realized he might be worth saving, but it was too late. We get rid of that. Human flesh. Human flesh. All right. And where was the archer? The archer. Okay. Let me get my little rope out. It's getting dark too, so it's a good time to head back. And see, he doesn't have to walk. What a good boss I am. What a good boss I am. You just relax, buddy. We're gonna take you someplace. I'm gonna give you some delicious gruel. I'm gonna teach you valuable work ethic lessons. And pretty soon, you're gonna be whistling while you work. I tell you what. His performance was atrocious, so I gave him the axe. Usually you give somebody the axe after you've hired them. But in this particular case, it was an accident. Unfortunately, with these personnel actions, once you give somebody the axe, there's really no taking it back. At least not that I'm aware of. Maybe if I get the right god temple, you can do that. I don't know. You would... No, it's not a slave. It's a thrall. Totally different. Slaves, terrible. Slaves are bad. Thralls do what they do because they love you. Okay? Maybe they have to be on the wheel of pain and eat a lot of gruel, and you gotta knock them out and drag them through the desert with some twine first. But after the wheel of pain, they love you. And they do what they do because they want to make you happy. And they experience pure joy. And talons of more dicks, that's a lot of dicks. And that's funny because Tater Dave just was like, that's a lot of dicks. And then his comment got held for approval. But Dark Jake, my mod, one of my mods, and also an excellent and super famous big time streamer, he comes in and says, basically, that's the most dicks that's ever been in any one posting in the history of the Gaming Lawyer channel. And he doesn't need approval. He's pre-approved. That's a definition of slave. Totally. Oh shit, where'd he go? I thought I could carry both the, Hey, buddy. No slacking off now. I guess I can't. Am I dragging him now? Okay. Get the rope. This is very complicated at night. Okay, now we're dragging him. All right, come on, buddy. You just wait. You're gonna love our corporate training program. It is so awesome, and wait till you hear about the benefits package. Yeah, I was hoping I could carry the torch in one hand and the bindings in the other. But I guess it makes sense if you're dragging someone through the desert and you have to defend yourself against attackers. It'd be nice to hold on to the person you're dragging while you're, with the other hand, killing things. Alright, here you go, buddy. Into the wheel of pain. And then we got our fighter level 2 and our archer level 2. Good times. You know what? I feel like we need another light out here. Do I have the ingredients on hand to make a stick torch? I need branches. I'm not cruel. I don't want them to work in the dark. What if they get nightmares? Get some sticks. What was it, 5? And you know what? Let's take. While I'm here, we're just gonna make a torch. And all right. That didn't work exactly how I wanted to, but it's okay. I was hoping it would use the torch that I'd already been using, but I don't need to be stingy. All right, you guys, here you go. Don't say I never did anything for you. There's some wonderful light, so you can be much more cheerful while you're doing this thing here, eating gruel and spinning this wheel around. Enjoy! Delicious. Oh, that's right. I have those delicious souls. So I take the lingering spirit essences, and now I can make delicious ambrosia, a dish purported to be blessed by the gods. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Hydra's, Soul Hydra. Look, he even is asleep. He's like Talons of Justice Caw. Evidently, he is napping very deeply right now. See, you're gonna love the training program. I mean, by forcing you to love it, or I'll fire you. If I fire you, I mean set you on fire. You make it sound like I'm such an unreasonable guy, Nick. Come on. Just call me Mr. Corporate, man. It's all in the up and up here. You know, it's all in the up. We pass our inspections. We follow OSHA guidelines. What are you talking? Except for the guy in the guy who's been halved in a box. That was an unfortunate. We did get marked down for that during our OSHA inspection. But you can see he's still having a great time working. Keep it up, guys. You guys just keep it up. They love it. Say at nap time, you'll never wake up again. Don't sleep after a G-Law lullaby. Oh, he'll wake up refreshed. That's what happens. I mean, occasionally someone doesn't wake up, but usually they wake up a little later and they're refreshed. Let me check my steel situation here. I have my steel assembly line going. 36, 37. I guess I could have just let that be. And now we're gonna use that to smelt some steel. All right, steel is cooking. 1 day since last vivisection. Yeah, there's a sign up there. If we get to 100 days, everybody gets a free bagel. It's awesome. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. It's so brutal. Here. We don't use the people carver. We use the animal carver for you, my friend. I just saw him out there. I couldn't resist. Should I go back? Should I go back and, you know what? I think I want to make more gruel. And... probably could stand to put some more wood in there, too. One more wood on that stove. Oh, there was a lot of those seeds already in there. All right, make some gruel. Actually, why not? I'll put the rest in there. Now. The chest is for physical work support. ZZZ. Yeah, it's an ergonomic function. Being halved and just having the upper part of your body. Because if you've got legs and a lower torso, all that leads to is varicose veins. Better just cut that shit off and just have your torso on top of a chest, right? We vivisect someone. Oh, with a fondue fork. Alright, I want to fix my, what does it take to fix this thing? Repair? Leather. Oh, I need to keep more leather on hand, too. I like to keep 10 leathers on hand at a time. Alright. Now we got, it's bright and early in the morning. It's a great time to take a little jog in the desert and go find us some more employees. I gotta remember this stairway. In the dark, it's easy to forget. A rigorous but effective weight loss program. It's all that's one of our benefits, you know? Struggling to lose weight? We have a free program to take care of that for you. Let's rabbit. Dark Jake. Cat farts make you sick and go to bed. Okay. That's me. I have an old hat at decoding what emojis mean. Especially like my famous ghost mouse. That was a good one. Slave, no, slave, no. Cryptic ghosts. No, they're not slaves. Slaves are bad. All right? Totally different. Slaves are bad. I don't endorse the ownership of slaves. It's terrible. These people are working for me not because they have to, but because they love it. It takes a while for them to, you convince them that they love it, but once they do, bam. I don't need to put chains on them. I don't need to threaten them. They're in for the long haul. They're not slaves, totally different. That's right, look, okay? Spooky ghost mouse. What's on there? That's what's on the menu, Dark Jake. I want to see if I can find one of those level 3 fighters. I should get my shield out. You're level 1. We don't need any of you. Here. Let's get my carving implement out. Alright, that's too much. What do I need to repair this thing? Iron, okay. Here, maybe we can get this guy started with a nice, oops. Oh, he's coming. What are you, pal? I just accidentally ate human flesh. I already have a Darfari fighter too, okay? Alright. Thank you for applying. I will not be in need of your services, sir. Hold on. I don't need that. Hello. Hello, David Grant. Face the cute hamster. What? Hey, buddy. Come on. Hey, why don't you come meet me over here behind this rock? I got something cool for you behind this rock. Far away from your friends. Okay, I already have an archer too, don't I? I either want to upgrade on something that I already have, or something I don't have at all yet. Fighter, fighter. That guy got cut in half real bad. I've been cut in half real bad. And I do believe a sandstorm is coming, which I'm wearing my sandstorm mask, so bring it. This is kind of beat up though. Can I repair it? Okay, put it on. Hurry up. There we go. So now I don't have to seek cover when a sandstorm hits. Talons of Justice. No cryptic ghosts. Not slaves. Not slaves. I'm just looking for dedicated employees. That's all.
Come, Shadow.
Come, Shadow? What the hell does that mean? You guys, there's way too many of you. Okay, there's a carpenter, fighter too. Oh. Something went crunch with his face. That head basically exploded on top of his neck. Oh, come on. Come on. Alright. You're gonna make me eat more ambrosia again. That's okay. I'll be able to make... Hopefully, for that one ambrosia, I'll be able to make multiple. So yeah, already I'm getting all sorts of human essences, lingering essences. Is that everybody? Alright, let's dump off the human body parts that we don't need. Yucky flesh. They're Santa's little helpers, not slaves. Exactly. Exactly, Nick. They want to come work in my workshop and make toys for all the boys and girls. Alright, any survivors left? If any of you are qualified, I'm not gonna kill you. If you're not qualified, you'd best just hide behind a rock or something. Anything good in here? Blood? Just blood? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the bones. Feathers are good. I like feathers. I don't come across them a whole lot. Any other, Here, that's some water. Yeah, let's get, the guy's a little bit hungry, but not hungry and dire enough to need to eat ambrosia. Any other, They make toys, or else. Oh, you gotta go? Okay, Cryptic Ghost. Man, you hung out for a while today. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good day. It's good to see you again. One of my oldies but goodies. Been around for a long time. Alright. I think there's another... There's a small camp up the hill. But that's not very impressive. Let me see, how is this going? And it's still like midday. It's like 11:30 in the morning. G-Law brand toys with crime-fighting justice action call made by real thralls who love their work. You're gonna have some ribs, salmon, mashed potatoes, and gravy, coleslaw, mac. Oh, that sounds good, food brother. That sounds a lot better than the... Well, I have burrito casserole that I've been enjoying, but that doesn't sound nearly as exciting as all this stuff. Yeah. Hey, look, burbs. There's a person standing in the middle of the burb. Are those burbs like domesticated? I don't actually go over here very often. Not used to seeing a person just chilling out in the middle of a bunch of burbs. Someone on Twitter claimed it was amoral to ask her to work since food, clean water, shelter, and healthcare are basic human rights. No. Why do you blame the employer about that? I mean, there are people that argue for, like, universal basic income. And there's an argument to be made for that. But you don't go to the employer and say, screw you for making me work. That's like, if that's how you feel, the employer is not the person to gripe to. Do you want to be, like, live in some kind of super communist society? You don't start by going to your supervisor at work. That's not the proper protocol. Alright, guys. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was pretty sure they'd come after me. I just want to see what we got over here. We got fighters. Alright. Come on, bird. There we go. Chain of command. Now the trick here is to just skin the ones that I want to... Oh, hold on. Put that away. I want to skin this for... There we go. Feathers. And I want to use my holy ankh to gather the lingering essences of the humans. Actually, I think all the hide that I have is from people. We won't tell anyone when we get back. When we get back and the other thralls are there, we'll just say that we killed some deer. Okay? Just keep it on the down low. And get rid of the human flesh. Morally wrong to require someone to work. Well, she can use that money to buy candy or something else, you know? She doesn't have to use it to get food and shelter. What deer? The deer that we got all the hides from, Soul Hydra. Shh. Get with the program, man. You're gonna blow our cover. All right. Put this away. Get that shield out. I don't need the torch at the moment. Here, can I pull one guy by himself? Come here, buddy. This arrow's barely hurt at all. I was thinking it'd be nice if I could just not pull out the whole damn camp like I did last time. What are you? Fighter 1. What are you? Archer 2. Not excited. Okay. Time to bring out the ambrosia. I need to bring a little bit more with me. I'm getting a little hurt. Oh. Yeah, there's a little more of that hide. Remember, we found it on a deer. Not a person. Dump the flesh. How do I get hearts? That's one thing I've never gotten as a heart. Do I need a different, like something from a different god's altar? Oh, wow, you're way too into your shit, buddy. What do we got? Fighter 3. I want Fighter 3. Here.
Go to the drink feast.
Okay, Fighter 3. I want you to come home with me, my friend. Come home with me. He's... Oh, he's tough. He is tough. He's better at this than I am.
I will feast upon you. I will drink your blood.
Oh, jeez. Man, he is one fast son of a bitch. Time to eat some of his.
I will drink your blood.
I don't know his. I need to learn his pattern. Is the thing, I guess. Okay, he's down. Son of a bitch, that guy was tough. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You gotta work for it, but... Alright, come on, buddy. Time to go for a little rope ride. That was, 5. And there we go. Alright, come on, pal. I'm gonna take you to your new home. Bum, 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 bum. A very aggressive worker. Well, this guy is going to be, let's just say he's going to act in the security for, he's going to provide security services for me. He doesn't know it yet, but he is going to use those elite fighting skills. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Reals? Hey guys, I'm busy. Look, I have an employee. I wish I could tame you guys, put you on the wheel of pain. Little doggy wheel of pain. Or whatever hyenas are. At Black Keep. Up in the north. Okay, so you only at certain places. It's not like... Because I thought maybe one in every so many people would just drop hearts wherever you went. But you've got to go to specific places. Let me get my... I don't need my special food now. I can just nibble on crabs on my way back. Yeah, it's a tier 3. A tier 3 warrior. I can't wait to try him out. Maybe he can help me fight this, that scorpion that I tried to attack once. See my story about the first time I experienced running to loot my body naked with full nudity on after being killed in the middle of the desert. It was that scorpion. It one-shotted me. That scorpion one-shotted my ass. I was like... ducking and weaving and getting little... I wasn't even hurting it. I was just hurting its armor. I was whittling down its armor. It wasn't even taking real damage yet. And I mistimed... Oh! Stay back. I mistimed one thing. He got one hit on me. And that was all it needed. I was dead. I was one-shotted. Alright, come on. Come on, employee. Orientation's about to begin. With as much gruel as you can eat. Alright. We're gonna take him down the stairs, too. I'll bet that's fun, being dragged by a rope downstairs. Come on, buddy. Down the stairs you go. Bump, ba, bump. Yeah. Okay. Oh, he's already on there. And he's already in training. Good job. Keep it up, guys. Now, you see it takes a long... The very first guy I put on, he still just got that much progress. So this takes a long time. He's dragging his balls in the sand. Spin the wheel. Step right up and spin the wheel. This is a more apt representation of something I would call a wheel of misfortune. The Wheel of Pain is a good name too. In XCOM, I could have called it the Wheel of Pain. Let me see. And I did have somebody going on this one too, my little one. Okay, the Archer 2, he's about halfway done. All right, so I have an Archer 2. And Fighter 2, another Archer 2, and a Darfari Fighter 3. Avery! Oh my goodness. More cowbell. And pipecock, for those who know. Avery, thank you so much for the donation. Wow, just slipping in here. Was it, were you lurking? Don't log into WoW, why? I wasn't planning to, but why? That's cryptic. That's a cryptic thing to say. But thank you for the donation. I love it. I love it. I love it. But why shouldn't I log into WoW? Now I need to know. Oh, I'm gonna make some, God Ambrosia. It'll make you cry. Service keep going down or broke your guild permission. Whoa! That's... I never heard anything like that before. Are they being DDoSed or something? Try Dragothral inside a volcano. Not the first thing that would have come to mind, but I am curious. None of my people can talk in officer chat at all. Weird! Here, we'll show that. Miss Pipecock, who killed his, or is he the guy missing his leg? Oh, well, Pipecock can only be summoned with a very... for those who don't know who Pipecock is, so I used to have as my donation notifier for all donations was a somewhat disturbing image of a man almost naked with a giant pole strapped to where his male part would be, and he's swinging it wildly up against like monkey bars and hitting it, and it's making a loud clanging sound. And so the clanging sound, and I found a video of Don't Fear the Reaper using the clanging sound as the cowbell, and that's what we actually just heard. But I changed the visuals because a lot of people, let's just say some people, most people loved Pipecock, won't be wrong, but some people they didn't enjoy Pipecock so much. Some people were shocked, some people made them uncomfortable. So I decided, rather, especially if people came in and donated for the first time, I didn't want to punish them. If all of a sudden they're like, hey, I'm gonna give this guy some money, and all of a sudden they see Pipecock, and they're like, what? You have to very intentional amount to give me in order to make the actual Pipecock image come now. So, it doesn't happen by accident. It'll be fixed tomorrow. Might have found it offensive or shocking. Yeah, maybe, Avery. Possibly. You might have seen it from time to time. So, and some people liked it, but I was very aware that there are certain people that were not so much into it. So now, it's a little harder to get. You have to donate exactly $6.99 to make Pipecock, the Pipecock image happen. And barring that, there is no... That's the only time Pipecock will come. He doesn't come with everything anymore. Male genitalia is funny, unless it's coming right at you. So, and actually I just realized it's after 6, and I'm going to need... My wife's gonna come home soon, but I do have to pick up work tonight, so I'm gonna need to actually, like, have dinner. And usually when I go to the file, I have to go across town to pick up my work, and I usually do that in the evening after my wife comes home, and I usually do that around 8. So it'd probably be a good time for me to wrap up my stream. You thought it was funny? You're very amused the way you synced it up to the music. Yeah, I liked it, and it was never meant to be my main notifier. It's just, I was gonna make it be, I was trying to have it set up so whoever was my top donator would get it. So if the first donation would get it automatically. Say someone donated $2. Well, the next time somebody would have to donate $3. And after that, whoever donated the most of that stream so far would get the Pipecock. But there were some problems with the way that worked, so I just was like, well, screw it. I'll make, like, in the program that I used, it wasn't working right. So I just said, okay, for now, and people were loving the Pipecock, so I just made the Pipecock be every donation. But after almost a year of doing that, it occurred to me at a certain point that there might have been some people along the way that maybe came in here in a raid. They're here for the first time, and they were just hanging out, and they were having fun, and they thought, it was cool, and then they were like, hey, I'm gonna give this guy a couple dollars. And then they probably, you know, they're in therapy next week. They were like, yeah, I just wanted to give the guy a couple dollars, and so on. So Hydra's still sleeping. He's a very active typing hand when he's asleep. It's kind of a twitch. Let me see. Oh, I didn't even think if it was one of those, the alpha dude out here, the alpha deer. Refilling our, topping off our food and drink. I think I'll put my stuff away so when I start next time I'll have just sort of my standard. Whoop, wrong one. Oops. I don't like that. I'm trying to split it. Oh, here's... I was pushing the wrong button. Well, now all my buttons are doing weird things. Sometimes my controller does... Oh, well. The fact that he's... I don't know. It froze at a weird place. The fact that my game control is glitching out, it might have to do with my controller. But I was going to stop. It was a good time for me to stop anyway. So we're going to go... the thank you screen. Hold on. And we'll have my face on the thank you screen too. Hi! Oh dear. The alphalope. Yeah, like I mentioned, there's those deers around, and most of them are just docile, and they let you come up with your axe and just knock them violently down, and they don't protest. But there is the alpha deer that you even look at him wrong, and he'll charge you and try and kill you. So, and sometimes he hangs out right outside my door, and then when I'll go out to get a sip of water or something, and all of a sudden, you know, it's like murder's happening to me. Good night. All right, Madros. Thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna look into maybe a raid situation. See if there's anybody on that I can share the love with. I've got like almost 20 people watching me right now. That could be a good makings for a raid. But yeah, again, I had fun. This is 2 days in a row after taking a break for a month not streaming because I was a little burnt out. So I've been having fun. Thank you all for being here, and the people that came in on the raids and new people, thank you for being here. That's exciting to me, especially when you hear me sing lullabies and you see weird things on my channel and then you still don't leave. That makes me feel like maybe you like me, maybe you do. If you don't act beat. All right, hey Mike, thanks for being here, man. Let's see who's on right now. Anyone who's got a minute and wants to stick around for a raid. I don't even know. It's because I don't stream at this time, and I barely ever end streams at this time. I don't even know who's on right now. Oh, you know what? I immediately saw a name. You know what? I've never, ever, ever been able to raid Madman from Space. And he's playing Legend of Zelda right now. So I think we're gonna raid Madman from Space. He's in here. He comes in almost every stream I do. He comes in at least for a little while and hangs out and says hello. He goes down smooth every time. You know you love it. So let's do a Madman from Space raid. We'll do a hashtag Lawhawk raid. Lawhawk. Let me say Lawhawk. And for those who are more ambitious, you can add emojis, hawks and eagles and whatnot as desired. I'm too lazy to do that right now. And let me get you a link for Mr. Madman from Space playing Legend of Zelda. He's playing one of the old ones. Let me see. Looks like he's playing Majora's Mask. So I got a link incoming here. So yeah, so it's hashtag Lawhawk raid. It's so 2017. Maybe I need to come up with something new. I don't know. But you could just say gaming lawyer raid if it makes you happier. You know, you can mix it up. You don't have to say Lawhawk. It's just a conformist suggestion if you want to be like everyone else. Anyway, here's our link. There's where the raid's gonna be. go get Mr. The first time ever, I've known this guy for like a year. My first time ever finding him on when I finish streaming. So I like to raid people that I know that I haven't been able to raid before, and that's what we're doing. Madros is in. He's got a good one. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Loves y'all. Hugs and kisses. I'm sure I'll be back again before too long, and we'll see you soon.